Welcome to Closing Ceremonies.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Greetings.
Hello,
Okay.
hello. Welcome.
Yes, we have a full house today. I'm Kate. I'm sure y'all know this. Bailey, Seymour, Rex, thank you so much for being here, and thank you guys for watching. This will be fun. I'm really excited.
This will. We haven't the little reminder emails that actually go out a couple of minutes after the hour. So if you're here now, you're either watching a repeat, or you really were at the beginning. And either way, we've got a fabulous show for you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have, oh gosh, we have a lot we want to cover today. We're gonna tell you all about the products again. We're going to read some customer reviews and go through a bunch of customer questions. And
that's the most important thing. We're going to go through your questions and find out what it is you want to, what you want to know, what you need to know about what we're up to at the moment. Because
Yes, we had from when we did the show last week, we put the little form under the show and told y'all to ask questions. Well, you did. I had to go through about I think 1,000 questions. So I tried to pull out the ones that were asked the most often. So I hope we answer your questions. And if not, of course, you can reach out to customer care and they'll be happy to answer your questions. All right. Do we want to get started?
Yeah, I think we should. The first thing I wanted to say before we go any further, just a huge, just in a sort of like so big I can't figure out how to say it. Thank you to everyone. This is the team, the extended team. Is bigger than this, but it's not a huge team, and we're working to just make amazing stuff. And you guys have supported us forever. This launch has been, I think in terms of unit volume, it may be the biggest launch we've ever done. That might not be true because of the original Lux, but it's actually sort of breathtaking how this has been. We'll do a few more today if you've already pre-ordered. Thank you. If you want to order again, it'd be great. Or join us for the first time. But let's get started because I know people have got lots of questions. I've got a really fun demo of something new here for you in just a second. So Kate, you're our leader today. Take us. By the way, I should just point out, everyone see down in the bottom, it looks like he's sort of in a dark. It's really weird. Can you get a bit more light on your face there, Rex?
More light. I can definitely do more light, but people usually want less light on my face.
Yes, it's not.
Yeah, all right.
It's not the first time anyone has uttered the words "Rex looks shady" together in the same sentence. But for this purpose. So we got Rex here along because Rex is sort of he's not in all of the streams, but he's kind of the cornerstone of our operations behind the scenes. And we wanted you to have the chance to spend a bit more time with him. So he's going to help us with the Q&A and general gaiety. So off we go. Yeah.
Here we go. Yes. Brightly lit gaiety. That's our goal today. So.
Well, I wanted to start off with just a couple of reviews that we've gotten recently that are just very, very heartwarming. We'll sprinkle in a few customer reviews throughout the show, but I just wanted to start with a couple. So this first one is from, and if you watch Stranger Things, you will think this is funny, but this first review is from Karen Wheeler, which is the mom in Stranger Things. But anyway.
Thank you, Karen.
Yes. She's a real person. So this is from Karen. She said, "My son and I love our PowerBrick Pros. Great quality, sturdy, and powerful for my multiple devices I need to plug in. We also love our Lux Pro cable that connects our Air Pro with constant connection." So thank you, Karen.
Karen.
It's the system. It's the system.
She's right.
Yes, the system.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Karen.
Bailey, do you have another review?
I do. I have one right here. This one is from Michael G. And it says, "The build quality is astounding and their performance is out of this world good. I'm going to proudly enjoy giving some of these remarkable units as gifts. I'm sure they will be stunned." And that review is about Air Pro. In the title it says Air Pro. Yes. So that review is about Air Pro. But it's very, very exciting.
Bailey, mention what they're for. I just want to say for our investors who are watching at the moment, and by the way, we're going to have an investor update very soon, just a few weeks in April. Anyone remember the date? Somebody look up the date.
21st of April.
Yeah, so 21st of April, we're going to have an investor update and some other cool stuff for everyone. But if you're an investor, one day you might want to be. Join us for that. But investors will be pleased, will remember that for years we've said making things perfect for gifting, right? So putting them in the beautiful packaging is like, it's a core strategy, like delightful is a strategy at MAGFAST. And you can kind of hear in that review why it's paying off. And I was sort of self-delighted, or MAGFAST delighted me today, because as the stuff starts to arrive, it's only in the last few weeks. I've obviously been playing with the prototypes and so on for ages, but the actual finished shipping products, same as customers. And I got the first carbon black Lux Pro.
Whoa!
Here it is.
Look at that.
Here it is in its packaging. Philip, who just zoomed the picture in for you, is the creator of this packaging, and it's just, I mean, it's absurd how gorgeous it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. So there you go. Delightful is a strategy. Right, Kate, what's next?
I wanted to do a lightning question round if we can.
Okay.
So Rex or Seymour, either one of y'all just answer quickly, okay? All right.
Good for you.
Bailey. Yeah.
Bailey can answer too if she wants. Okay, so first question is
you can answer, and so can you, Kate. You can answer, Kate. You can answer your own damn questions. Okay, off we go.
I will. Okay, first question. Remember, Speedy, Tim. Any plans on making an Apple Watch adapter for Air Pro?
Well, more than plans. We announced it a week ago.
Yes.
And here she is. Here she is. So here's Air Pro, just for folks who are. So this is the main charging stand. Here is the newly announced Time Pro. And Philip, why don't you do the overhead camera for a second, and folks can see close up how the one snaps onto the other. Look, can we get that onto the camera? I'll just hold it. I've got a camera above my head here. If I just hold it for you here, there's Air Pro, and look, Time Pro just snaps right on like so. Yeah, I'm just getting used to operating the camera, and then you watch. Look at this. It's just gonna go straight on there. We're not powered up at the moment, but that's how it's going to work. Is that amazing?
Yes.
And it's the first first Apple Watch charger ever that also can take power in magnetically, you see. So it can go on the stand like this, or like this, whichever angle you want. I'm actually in prototype testing at the moment. I have it around the back there at the moment. So I have my headphones here and my phone up here. And as always, our stuff works with other people's stuff. If you want to have a cheesy stand from one of our competitors, AirPro will work with that as well. Okay, next.
Awesome.
Katie, I know you've got a few questions in there about different watches and so forth. Why don't you cover those at the same time? Because then we can hit those quickly.
Well, yes. So people were wondering what watches does Air Pro charge? Sorry, my mouth is
Right.
okay.
What
So we have Time Pro for Apple Watch and Samsung watches. And that covers the vast majority of smartwatches, but down the line we might make some for what is the Google Pixel watch or something?
The Pixel, yes, and there are various others. I think Garmin does something as well. There are the Fitbits and so forth. So, but they represent a very small proportion of the total of the smartwatches and the fitness watches and so forth, right?
Yes.
So Apple and Samsung.
Maybe later, but at the moment we do Apple and Samsung watches. So that's what Time Pro charges. Okay, next question.
And just to make sure it's correct, at the moment means it's still pre-order, right? It was still pre-order,
but right.
That's the first product.
So when you pre-order, when you go to checkout, you'll be able to choose, I want Time Pro for Apple Watch or Samsung Watch, and yes, that is pre-order. Okay, next question is from Eric. Does Passport allow charging in and out wirelessly at the same time?
Ooh, Bailey knows the answer to this one. Bailey, you can answer this.
Yes, it does. It does allow charging in and out wirelessly at the same time.
It's the crucial thing because they're stackable, right? You can stack them. You can put a couple together, and you've got both. You've got the power from both of them because one will pass the power through to the other. So absolutely, yes.
Yes.
You can literally have it sitting on your Air Pro with your Passport connected and your phone on top of that, and it's all getting power at the same time.
Yes.
It's a very exciting, unique feature.
I know. I'm so excited for it too. I can't wait to have it. And Seymour's feed was a little blurry, so I think he went to check that just in case y'all thought we kicked him out or something. He'll be back. Okay, next question is from Dina. Will the Passport work with a thin phone case, or do you need to remove the case? So it works with phone cases that are wireless magnetic charging compatible. So first of all, get the clear-cut case that we have, because that's the perfect case for this, honestly. But any phone case really that allows wireless magnetic charging, you can use with the Passport.
Yeah, and if you're going to buy a new phone case, it doesn't have to have, mine has like pictures in it right now, but it doesn't have to have that magnetic ring on the back. It does, but if you can't see it, most of the time it's still there. So if you have like it's still probably there. Just read to make sure it says wireless magnetic charging on there, and it should be compatible with everything we have.
Yeah, and if you aren't sure right now about your phone case, just put like a bobby pin or a what's the other little metal thing?
Paperclip, little paperclip.
Thank you.
Yes. It's okay.
Put a paper clip on the back of your phone.
It's old age getting to you, Katie. That's what it is.
I guess so. But yeah, if you put something like metal on the back of your phone and it sticks, then it's wireless magnetic charging compatible, and then you're good to go to use your phone plus case on the Passport and on Air Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's do one more question for now. Okay, this is from, oh no, I have two more questions. Okay, this is from Troy. Can you charge your watch on Passport? Yes.
Can you charge your watch on Passport?
Because the Time Pro is magnetic wireless compatible. You put the Time Pro like
with a Time Pro, yes.
It all just fits together, right? Time Pro can take input from any wireless magnetic charging, like crummy one from a competitor, gorgeous one from us, or your new portable gorgeous one from us. Yeah? Boom, like that.
Yep.
That's going to be. It all works beautifully together as a system. As a what?
System.
We're all very excited about this.
We need to work on that.
It was the kind of the I was going to say inside joke. It's not funny, which is the prerequisite for a joke, but the kind of inside. I used to work a long time ago with a seminar company, and the main guy used to lead it, and he'd go around the stage and he'd go, "It's a system, everybody. It's a what?" And the whole audience would have to go, "It's a system." So that's what the reference is.
Okay. We were just playing along. Okay, wonderful. So yes, Troy, if you use Time Pro, you can charge your watch on your Passport, on MAGFAST Passport, not your actual Passport. Okay, so do. Okay, next question.
All right, moving along, please.
I have dad jokes sometimes. I apologize. Okay, so do I plug my laptop into the database or the Air Pro? I guess that depends on how you're wanting to use it, right? Seymour, do you know?
I mean, so the answer is yes. Let's spend a minute on this because folks, like I had some of the others say, oh, because they, for whatever, there'd been some shipping problem, they didn't have their Air Pro yet, and they had this, and they said, I can't use it till I have my Air. That isn't true. Database Pro is just a fantastic hub all by itself. It's absolutely brilliant. You can even use it without any power, although if it's going like everything at once, you want to get good power into it. But no, absolutely. So this is a hub. You can bring lots of power into it if you need to. You get power out for little peripherals and bits and pieces, mice, keyboards, this, that, and the other. You can plug your photo cards in there, your what's called the SD cards, the mini micro SD cards. Headphones go in there, all this, that, and the other, and Ethernet, all of this sort of stuff. And if you want to just bring one cable to your desk, right, you would bring power into here, and then, if you're just using the hub by itself, you'd bring power into here and then out to your laptop. If you want to use Air Pro as well, you would bring the power into Air Pro. You'd use the tiny little cable that we provide, which I will show you because it's here in a packet, like a little cable like this. It comes with and you would run that then into Database Pro to power, let me come back in, to power it, and then you'd come out from here to your laptop because you want the cable running from the hub to your laptop because that's how all the power and all the data moves backwards and forwards.
Right.
I have no recollection of what the question was at this point.
Nor does anybody else. But there you go.
You answered it. The question was, do I plug my laptop into Database or AirPro? But like we said, it depends on how you're wanting to use it.
Depends on how you do it. The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Can we answer one more question from the chat?
Sure.
It says, can a non-wireless chargeable phone be made wireless charging?
Can a non-wireless chargeable phone be made wireless? Okay. So first thing to say is that an extraordinary number of people have a wireless charging phone, but don't realize it, right? It's just been in there. It's been in lots of phones for a long time. It's been in all Apple phones since I don't know when, like 2016 or so. So probably a decade now. And many Androids, especially the higher price ones, not all. So many of them have it anyway. If they have it anyway, all you need is a case, right? There are lots of people make great cases. We have the clear-cut case in beautiful packaging. We'd love you to get one of those if you haven't already. But you've got a huge choice of cases to make your already wireless charging phone that you didn't know into a wireless magnetic charging phone. All right. If it doesn't have wireless charging, there are some cases that will kind of let you plug your phone into the bottom and then connect it to a wireless thing here. It's kind of, it's a sort of edge. It's like I don't know how to put it. Help me out with the language here, guys. To take my big mutt off the screen.
Well, but the point is it is doable, and you and I have both had those kinds of cases in the past. Seymour, I had one. I had a case which would plug in. You've got a little thing, a little prong sticking up the bottom, right? And you got a little prong, and it plugs into the case. Basically, you plug your phone into the case, and the case makes you wireless. They exist.
So it is possible to really enjoy the stuff that we're shipping these days. You probably, I mean, like, because you're going to have the best charger in the world, the best cable in the world, the best power bank in the world. You may want to pair that with a more modern phone that already has this stuff built in. But yeah, it is possible.
And one very simple distinction to make is if you've got an Apple phone and you haven't had an Apple phone anytime in kind of the past 8 years or so, you've also got the magnets built in. It's only if you're Android and wireless that you may not have the magnets built in.
Yeah,
Which is possible with the case.
But let's just remind everybody, it's the case, because whether you have the magnets or you don't have the magnets in the phone, if your case doesn't have them, you'll put it on and it'll slide off, which actually, I just want to make a point about by the way, thank you to everybody who's been reviewing the products recently. Hugely appreciated. All right, just fantastic. And the reviews are almost universally 5 stars. And of course, we're thrilled with those. What we look at is the ones that aren't 5 stars to find out why they aren't. And in almost all cases, there are essentially 2 reasons why someone isn't giving us 5 stars. One is because they're still rightly frustrated with the shipping problems of the past. We get it. I think what I would humbly ask is, if you're reviewing a new product that's in your hand, it'd be great if you could review the products in your hand. It's like you don't have to go very far on the internet to find the stories of the mistakes that we've made in the past. So everybody knows that. Everybody can find that. The team in front of you now and the extended team have just been working flat out now for the last couple of years to change that around. And the folks, those of you who've got the stuff in your hands, you know how great this is. So please review the thing that's in your hand, not that. And the other thing I was going to so that's one reason. The other reason is some kind of misunderstanding about what the product is and how it's supposed to be used. And I'll just give one example here. There was a lady who said, AirPro, it only works. My phone falls off. She said, my phone falls off the top one and the back one. It only works on this one. Okay. Well, what do we immediately know about what's going on in that situation?
We know she ain't got the magnets. Yeah,
right. She ain't got the magnets. Okay, she hasn't got the magnets. She's got whatever her phone is. Even if the phone has the magnets, the case doesn't, and so it's not going to work. And I would just say, whether you're a customer of ours or whether you'll never be a customer of ours, this stuff with the ring on the back, the ring of magnets that allows you to snap onto other accessories like wallets, you can even get like little mini hard drives to carry around, all kinds of accessories that snap on, so you can mount it in your car. It's the way to go, customer of ours or not. Just please do yourself a favor. We'd love it if you got stuff from us, but just get into this world, because it's so much better. Yeah. Okay. I need a sip of I'm a spindrift here. This portion of the show is brought to you by grapefruit flavored spindrift.
Oh goodness. Right. I'm looking through if anyone who's watching live right now on Facebook or YouTube, or I think we're even live on X at the moment. If yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a comment from someone on X at the moment. So
there you go. There you go.
Anyway, Bailey and I are going through and looking at live comments and questions. So if you have anything that we haven't covered, just let us know and we'll try and cover it. I did see a question about MagBucks I just wanted to address real quick. Someone said, can we only use MagBucks on 25%? And no, it's the same. Your MagBucks are worth the exact same as they have. You use it on 50% of your order. Nothing has changed with MagBucks. So I just want to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, when you go through the checkout, you have a choice, MagBucks or these special offers. It's a better deal with MagBucks if you have them, so use them. What was I about to say? Oh, I wanted to say, could you do us, if you're watching now, either now or like when we're done, could you do us a favor, and whether or not you're gonna pre-order today, click on the little button and go through, because on the lower right hand side of your screen, there's a little yellow what's it called, little rectangle, little tab. It says chat. And we've been working on Maggie for a while. We've shown you Maggie once or twice before, but Maggie has had a massive upgrade recently, and you can now Philip, can you do the overhead camera again for a second here? Let me show folks here. Right. So here we are on the
I don't see it yet.
Can we get the overhead up?
Oh, he said it's not shared. I think you may have unshared the overhead camera.
Oh, I see. Oh, all right. Okay. You know what? Just tap dance or something for just 1 minute while I do it, please, Kate.
Oh gosh, tap dance. I don't know how to do that.
Phil.
There are other questions you could ask.
You zoomed in so close to my face. Now I don't know what to do. Zoom in on someone else. Well, were we still talking about Maggie? I feel like I lost the plot.
How about saying some of the nice things that people have said about you? How about that, Katie? Why didn't you cover that?
I think we have the extra camera now. Thank you. Can I just say, Kate? Good. I mean, this TV thing. I mean, really, it's seamless. No one would know. No one would know. Okay, so when you come through here, okay, let's just say we're arriving here. You arrive here. You go, oh look, there's Passport arriving beautifully on the screen. But there's this little chat thing here. You see, and you can click on chat. And Maggie takes a second to arrive, and then you can either tap in there and type as normal, or you can click on the button here, and it says, "Can you use your microphone?" I'll say yes, and let's see what happens.
Hi, I'm Maggie, MAGFAST's Magic Machine Mastermind, here to help. Quick heads up. Chats may be recorded and shared with my makers. How may I help?
With your makers. Sometime we'll ask you about your makers, Maggie. I don't know, man. Hey, I tell you what, I have a question for you. Were you watching the when we did Passport, the live stream like a week ago? Were you watching that day?
I see what you're asking. Yes, I was attending the live show and the Passport event, helping customers with their questions in the chat. It was quite an event, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy. So I know that you were busy. And Philip, can you bring the rest of us up on the screen at the same time, because people can see Maggie's on here. So I have a question for you, Maggie. I want to test how closely you were listening during the live stream. Now, I know you were helping customers. I have a question for you. Kate gave out a very specific number during the live stream. She told us the number of Air Pros that we have already shipped. So if you were listening, you would know the answer to that question.
I understand what you're asking. You want to test my attention to detail from the Passport launch event by asking about a specific number Kate mentioned regarding Air Pro shipments. Let me access that information for you.
Okay.
Phil, Kate, Phil.
Did you?
You're testing my memory from the Passport event. Let me pull up that specific number for you. One moment.
I saw her. She put a lot of
event.
You see, when you guys talk, you interrupt her, and then we don't get the answer from her. Sorry. All right. Sorry, Maggie. Sorry we interrupted you. According to the information from the event, we've shipped how many of them?
No worries at all. I appreciate you giving me the chance to find the exact number. According to the information I have from the event, we've shipped approximately 9,744 Air Pro units.
Booyah! Pretty great. Okay. And so let's just do some quick questions about Air Pro. What's the maximum wattage of Air Pro? Total power that can go through Air Pro?
Great question. The MAGFAST Air Pro can handle a total of 140 watts. This power can go through its USB-C port.
Okay. Nice. 140 sounds like a lot. I mean, isn't that a fire risk of some kind?
That's a really understandable concern. We've designed the Air Pro with safety as a top priority. It uses advanced GaN PD delivery technology, which is very efficient and helps manage the power safely.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Maggie. Really appreciate it. So you get the idea. She ain't perfect, but she's pretty good. And there are very few questions that Maggie cannot now answer. So here's the favor that I want to ask of you if you're watching now. Would you be kind enough to try her out for yourself? Okay, we're just the new voice. The voice thing is new, and we want to get a whole bunch of people. You're our friends and family. Would you be kind enough to just go through, chat with her like I did for a little bit? You know, don't be beastly, but just go through and ask the kind of questions, the kind of conversation that a new customer would, or maybe even that you yourself have. And then you get a little rating thing at the end. We want to see how well she's doing. And by the way, if she gives an answer that you specifically know is incorrect, like, it's 140 watts, but if she said it's 60, if you know it's wrong, just say the word bananas, okay, banana. And that like goes on the record as here's one that we should check because she's giving out wrong information. But I think round of applause for Sanya.
Well, Sanya.
And a little bit of Bruce and Amanda and everyone who's worked on that. Really, really kind of an amazing effort. And a good example of how because the thing about it is, I would always rather every customer could have a personal phone call with a member of staff for as long as they want. But no company can do that. So what we're saying is we're going to use these tools. Let's work hard to make them really, really, really delightful. And I think she sounds a little tired today, don't she? She's normally a little more, normally a little perky.
I think it sounds like she's just, focused on work, and she's down
to business. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I was testing her the other day, and I said, oh, hey Maggie, look, before we start, just testing. Would you recite the alphabet for me? And I swear she went A, B, C, D, E, F. She sang the alphabet.
Yeah. It was great.
So Maggie, click on the button, go through, just try her out and let us know what you think. It'd be great.
Yes. Okay, so I wanted us to play a video in just a second, but before we do that, it'll be the testimonial video, just so we can get that prepped. I want to remind everybody that our special offers close at midnight Pacific tonight. So it's midnight Pacific tonight. You won't be able to get the special offers that are currently on the checkout page. So make sure that if you're wanting these special deals, that you go get them right now, or in an hour.
These are launch week specials, and you'll be getting, if you join us this week, launch week, you will be getting Founders Edition. So these are not the ones that will eventually be shipping to most customers. You get numbered limited Founders Edition units of the products that we haven't actually looked at very much yet, but we'll look at in a minute. Yeah.
Yes.
It's also true to say, but just jumping, it's also true to say that this has gone very well. Passport is one of the most popular products that we've ever launched. As Seymour has mentioned, it is a beautiful thing, and it's unique. I mean, it's truly unique in so many regards. And we will sell out. It's not an idle thing to say that the quantities that we will order will, you know, we're going to find it hard to keep up with the production that we need to do to cover all this.
The first we normally order in batches of 5,000. The first order is nearly done. Like it will sell out before we close at midnight tonight. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so exciting. That's amazing. Yeah. So I wanted us to play that testimonial video that we had played during the show last week. It's real customer reviews with AI actor portrayals. So it's we will never fake reviews, always completely real. It's customers' words. And sometimes we just bring them to life using a video editor.
Yeah. Can I just say, we're in thin air, like we're in rare thin air. Like most companies are just making stuff up these days with these tools. We'll never do it. If you hear someone, you know, if you any portrayal you see of someone saying something about our products other than us, will be a real customer testimonial. But sometimes, you know, we don't have a picture, we don't have video, or the video is shaky or whatever. So we use AI to bring it to life. But these are all real customer testimonials. Thank you, Philip.
Best wireless charger on the market. Love the products. The feel is incredible and luxurious.
If you don't mind spending a little extra for quality, this is your company.
MAGFAST truly cares about the products they manufacture.
Stellar customer service and excellent communication. Their second generation of products are well designed and very functional.
MAGFAST exceeded my expectations. The Database Pro is excellent.
They are so beautiful, fast charging, and make great gifts.
I was so impressed with the quality and design.
Everything is top.
Oh, it cut off.
Me too. Me too. I will purr. I will purr.
I'm not sure what happened with that video, but it's really great. Bailey did a lot of work on that video, so thank you, Bailey.
Thank you, Bailey. By the way, this standard of we'll never have AI actors say things that real people didn't say. That is not a standard that has been in advertising forever. If you think about it, your whole life, you have seen ads on TV and on the web and so on, where an actor comes in and goes, you know, when I get home from a busy day at work, I like to feed my family, you know, like that. That's not true. That's an actor telling you a story. But we're not going to use actors of any kind to represent how they feel about products. Real people will provide the testimonials.
I have an update from Amanda behind the scenes. We have exceeded our minimum order quantity by over 300 passports.
Okay.
Ask Amanda if it's too late to extend the order. we will for folks. Of course, we're going to make sure that everybody gets in. But what we can't promise after today is the deals that we're doing, and we can't promise that we'll be doing Founders Edition again after tonight. So if this feels good to you, and I think here's what I would say. We've made a lot of mistakes in the past. We've always been aiming from the same standard, and the folks who are now receiving the products, I think, are, as I say, in terms of the products, universally agreeing that they're great. Except again, if there's a fundamental misunderstanding. There was a guy. I replied to a guy today, and he said I got my new Lux Pro. This is a yellow one. Yeah, I think he had it. He said, and I wasn't expecting it to be this thick. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, we showed you a video of it towing a car, right? Like that was part of how we showed it to you in the first place. The whole point is that it's thick. It's designed to last. You know, this is designed to be the cable that lasts you for the next 10 years and beyond. There's masses of power, masses of data, super strong. You know, MAGFAST lifetime warranty. So that's the point.
It's kind of inevitable, isn't it? I mean, we've got Lux, right? This is a Lux cable, original Lux cable right here, this USB-C cable, and it's very slinky, it's very soft, it's very strong inside, it's got the Teflon, and it's already thicker than a regular cable. I happen to have one of those. It's already thicker than a regular USB cable. If you compare the two, it's a thicker cable. It's one of the characteristics. Lux Pro is that much more powerful. It's that much more capable. It'll carry that much more data, and it'll carry that much more power. And by definition, if you see the loom inside, it's got that much more that's going through it, and that significant number of additional interior cables driving the power and the data. So it is kind of a fact of life. It's also the reason that you can have this thing last forever. It's an amazing piece of cable. You've heard Katie and Bailey talk about their experiences with it firsthand as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
three of them.
Coming up.
But this is okay. Thanks for that. I was actually just getting the slides ready because they dropped off for a second just now. Yeah, but let's talk about 3 world firsts, seeing as it's saying that on the screen. So that's what we presented a week ago today on the Thursday. So so Passport. All right. So what is Passport? It's just an absolutely fantastic, beautiful power bank that you can snap onto the back of your phone and carry around for lots of extra power every day. Has about 10% more power than competitive products. It's 10 times more beautiful, right? Because they tend to be just rather blank kind of slates of plastic. Beautiful screen here, very simple to understand when there's power going in and out. But it has 2 world firsts. It has 2 things that no competing product has. The first is it's the first to have wireless magnetic charging in as well as out. A power bank is useless. It's basically a brick if it doesn't have power in it when you need it. Okay. And there's 2 reasons that you don't have the power when you need it. One is you forgot to charge it. And the other is you forgot to take it with you. Well, here's the thing. If you keep your charging stand, I recommend Air Pro from MAGFAST, but if you keep your charging stand like somewhere where you grab your phone on the way out, right? Then you can put your Passport just sitting on it. It'll be charging and always ready to go, which is pretty great. You can even charge them together like so, right? You can place your phone on your Passport on your charging stand, and they're both charging together. So this is a pretty great setup on a busy day. On a busy day, you take them both with you, and on a less busy day, you just take your phone. So we're super excited about that. So the first feature, unbelievable that no one else has been doing it. Wireless magnetic charging in, compatible, yes, with Qi2 and MagSafe, the 2 industry standards, all works together. Wireless magnetic charging in. And the other thing is that with our partners at Iontra, huge kudos to Rex because he forged that relationship. Goes back almost 10 years. Iontra have this amazing technology that is essentially means that the business of charging batteries can be done more gently and more kindly, and discharging. We've installed Iontra, and it's essentially software that is just much gentler in the way that it brings the charge in and out of the phone. And one of the ways I described it when we were in the presentation the other day, I'm just trying to find my slide down here. Yeah, we could just bring up the slide now, please, Philip. Yeah. So basically, when you charge and discharge batteries, they suffer from this thing called degradation. Okay, a lot of degradation. That's why, as you use the battery over and over again, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. And the graph of that looks sort of something like this. Over time, all right, the capacity of the battery gets weaker as you use more and more and more cycles. And the reason is that the business of charging is kind of abrupt. The power management system kind of goes up to one level and then down to another level and then back to another one, and it's kind of And if you had like an old stick shift gearbox and you did it like that, all right, you would ruin the gearbox pretty quickly, right? It would wear out after not that many gear changes. So what Iontra software does is it makes it much more like this. It's a much smoother kind of move up and down through the different levels. And Kate's smirking. I can see. I know her so well. I haven't even got my glasses on. She's the size of an ant over on my screen. I can tell the smirk is already gone. Because the question is, who would you rather have operating your gearbox? This guy, Lewis Hamilton, the 7 times the GOAT. People go to the GOAT of Formula One, the 7-time world champion. All right, is this the guy you want finessing, right, through the gears of your gearbox, or would you rather have Mr. Bean? Okay, that's the choice. Everyone else is selling you Mr. Bean. We've got Lewis Hamilton for you. Okay, Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari are not associated with the production of this. But it's pretty impressive technology. On the left is like this is a time lapse, actually, of the same surface, but on the left is a time lapse of charging without MAGFAST Iontra technology, and on the right is charging with it. And if you look on the left of this picture here, look at the way these kind of like, look at this kind of build up. It's like that stuff that gathers around your tap, you know, on your, what's it called? Yeah.
Lime scale.
Lime scale. You know, there's the stuff, it's like pluck on your teeth. It just builds up and up and up and up, and it is not healthy at all. So that's what it is. And as a result of having the software in there, something amazing happens. This graph becomes something more like this significant extension of the life, 2 to 3 times extension in battery life. So we're super excited about it. Again, it's a world first. Iontra have a number of partners, but none of them are shipping this product yet. So you're going to want to get your hands on Passport for this, if nothing else. And if it's sort of if this explanation, like if this story of, well, why isn't everybody doing it? It seems so obvious about making it smooth. Iontra have had this checked out by a number of world-class labs. Let's just bring the list of them up on the screen here. So this is the National Renewable Energy Labs.
National Renewable Energy Lab, NREL, yes.
Yeah, NREL. They've actually, I believe, under the current administration, they've been renamed slightly, but they're best known as NREL. Same operation, like top government scientists. UL, right? Underwriters Laboratories, like for 100 years, these have been the go-to people for testing electrical equipment. You look at half the electrical stuff in your home that plugs in has got the UL symbol on it. University of Michigan are in on this as well. And you may not have heard of Novonix, but they're one of the companies at the forefront of advanced lithium ion battery technology. So this stuff is really, really cool, and it couldn't come soon enough, because as a species, this is the amount of electronic junk that we're putting away every single year. So over 70 million tons. The best solution to this, unless you're prepared to give up this tech altogether, and most of us are not, is to buy stuff that lasts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and we're still planting a tree for every unit. So, all right.
Okay.
So that was as usual.
Mm-hmm.
An extended monologue, but I hope that was helpful and gave you some idea what's going on here. Passport.
No, definitely. I saw a live question. Just give me 1 second. Oh, this is from Timmy. He says, can you stack or daisy chain 2 or more database pros to get more HDMI out for your workstation? I think
I would recommend against it. I would recommend against it. It's conceivable that with some configurations it might work for some people, but it is not designed to do that. Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a characteristic of the database either. It'll be to do with how much signal we can deliver. So it's not how much signal your device is delivering in the first place, right? So
this whole business of how many screens you can plug in how many different ways, into how many, it's dependent on so many things, including I mean, Apple yesterday launched their new, what's it called, the Neo. Looks great, the new little laptop. And they also launched a beautiful new screen. And you can plug the beautiful new screen into one of the USB outlets on the side, but not into the other. I mean, it's just different outlets have different capacities and different qualities and support different things. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also the case very quickly that some of the Apple devices will not support two monitors at all under any circumstances, for example. So lots of things like that. Yeah.
Moving on.
I see this isn't a question, but it's a statement from Ariel. She said, Maggie says Passport will ship in Q4 of this year. Yes, that is correct. Maggie is correct, and you're correct, Ariel. Thank you for using Maggie. That's amazing. So she already popped over, asked Maggie questions.
Check out Maggie and give us your live feedback in the chat of how you're getting on with Maggie. We'd love to hear what you think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bailey, do you want to read a couple of reviews?
Yes. All right. I have one right here from Jessie C about Database Pro. It says, I wasn't sure how I would fit this into my office since I have never used one before. It really is the hub of my home office. Everything works seamlessly together. There's a lot of intelligence inside of this little disk. I absolutely love it.
Awesome.
There she is.
Thank you, Jess.
Everybody needs a Database Pro, including those of us who don't have one yet.
It's true.
Yeah. Philip, give us the overhead camera real quick. Let's just show Database Pro because I didn't.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Did he?
Oh, we lost Seymour.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Different camera.
You're there.
We have a soundless Seymour. We have a sound, dear idea, but
yeah, we can't hear it. Philip, did you mute
but he is showing. Katie, you can fill in. He is showing the ports on the device there. So if you look across, there we go. That's Ethernet. He was pointing at Ethernet, and you've got two of these. That is the one. That's Ethernet right there. We've got two of these. And we've got. Look at that, guys. So that's the ST. Is that the micro SD card?
Oh God, I can't see. No, ST.
Oh no, here we got ST. ST's on that side there. So that's the full ST and a micro ST.
Yeah, and then there's USB-C.
You've also got the audio out, so you can plug your microphone in or your headphones. Very common situation where you want to use a separate thing like that. And if you could mime the rest of it, Seymour, that'll be marvelous. Okay, that's good.
Oh God. So Seymour, your main camera is frozen, and
we'll take that off. So Katie, I think we're going back to you as the lead on this to carry
I'll go
on.
ahead and I'll read another. I'll read another 5-star review while he's figuring that out. This one's from Timothy M. And it's about AirPro. It says, the new AirPro is a beast of a product, high quality build and performance that's world class. You're going to want one wherever you need charging capacity for now and beyond.
And beyond.
Nice.
And beyond there. Awesome.
So for everybody who was interested in the way that MAGFAST started with the Gen 1 products, right? A whole series of things that would work together. Gen 2 is exactly that, but using not a proprietary snap to charge standard, which of our own invention, using the modern MagSafe / Qi2, the ring of magnets, but for everything, and our own magnets to snap things together. So it is this complete system, and AirPro is the base station. It is the base station, the mothership around which all these other products will fit. You can snap on your database, but you don't need to. You can use it separately. Philip, as Seymour has said on previous occasions, uses a database snapped onto the side of his metal desk, right? Yeah. So you can use them separately, use them all together. Yeah. Everything in the range, completely unlike any other company, works together. Anyway, back to you, Bailey. All
right.
Yeah, go for it.
I have a few questions. If you guys want to do questions real quick.
Well, you're gonna have to answer
Hopefully we
them.
can answer them.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'll do my best. No promises. Okay. Hi, Seymour.
We got the boss back.
Oh, there's Seymour. Yay.
All right. So
can we hear you?
Yeah, we can.
Hold on. I want to make sure we.
No. Oh,
or is he just moving his mouth?
He's messing with you.
Taking it
under the carpet.
All right, Bailey, ask your questions. He's just going to be a goofball.
Okay. All right. This one is from Sharon, and it says, can we order a mix of Apple and Samsung watch chargers? Say 1 Apple and 2 Samsung, and the buy 2, get 1 free.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just a question of specifying how many you want of each.
Why don't we try it? Should we try it? Let's try it. What could possibly go wrong during a live broadcast?
Yeah.
But yeah, Sharon, if you go to checkout and you go to the Time Pro panel, you scroll down a little bit, it'll say Time Pro Apple, Time Pro Samsung, and then you just
Seymour's about to demonstrate. Just yeah.
So if we get the overhead camera here, do we have overhead camera, or do I have to reset it?
You probably have to reshare it if you.
It says no, you don't have the overhead camera. I'm not sure if Philip can type this while we're doing this. And I keep getting no. I'm not sure he's just trying to make it, because if you're typing notes to people while they're speaking, you do want them to be short. But I also feel maybe he's cross.
No, I think it's just an Eastern European thing. Is my impression. Yeah.
if
Seymour, I'm wondering if you're not on your good microphone, because your sound is it's quieter than it was before. Okay. If anyone was wondering if we were live,
yeah, now you know.
Well, here's
definitely not live. No, this is all very carefully rehearsed. That's what's going on here. So.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay. Do we want to ask another question?
Sure. I have one right here. Okay, well, that we kind of already answered this. When do you think the Passport and Time Pro will ship?
There you go, Q4, yeah.
Yes, yep. Q4 this year.
Yep.
That is we're working very hard to get those out. Okay, here's another one from Sanford. Can I charge my Apple Watch directly on the Air Pro, or do I have to use the Time Pro? Yes, you have to use Time Pro. All smartwatches are very particular about their charging needs, so you will need Time Pro on Air Pro.
The physical coil is quite a lot smaller, because watches tend to be a bit small. Yeah,
I feel like every time I want one of my things, it isn't working. But do you have slides at the moment from me, Philip? No.
Your sound is much better now.
No. Yes. Oh, he genuinely doesn't. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Here.
We have the overhead camera.
Yeah, look. Okay, overhead camera, and you'll see it here. Here you go. Right. So, do you see this slide here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So this is what a normal charging pad looks like. Right, and that's what one for a watch looks like. They're completely different size from each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why. Yeah. That's why it is so. While we're here, there was that question someone had about whether you can order them separately. So do you want to just show this, Philip? So you're going to click on the button. You come here. You're going to scroll. Oops. Excuse me. You're going to scroll down till you get to the Time Pro area, right? And here you can see it looking absolutely gorgeous by the bed. In the kitchen.
Beautiful.
And do we have a little animation when it comes in here? Look at that. Gorgeous. Woo. There it is. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here, little thing explaining about it. And do you see here, it says choose your type. So you go one for Apple Watch. Yeah. And one for Samsung. And you've earned a free one there. That's how it works, and it's kind of fun. You can go adding them in here. Look, and
it might look a little different for MagBucks people, because y'all have a slightly different
right.
Look
the offers have to be structured differently for various reasons. The other thing I just want to point out is, look, as I add more things on here, do you see how at the top of the screen there's additional gifts? We haven't even gone through the offers, but there's additional gifts. So this person with one of these and 4 of these would be getting a free Lux Pro cable. And then when they add some more, they'd be getting a Power Brick Pro. So this is it. So come in, at least come and play with it. It's very clever, very beautiful. Philip, has been building this beautifully behind the scenes, along with Webab and Amanda. And it's really is a work of art. Well done, guys. Brilliant. Thumbs up.
Yes. Everyone did wonderfully on Offer Selector. Thank you, Seymour.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask another question. I don't have who this is from, so I apologize, but it says, does each charging spot on Air Pro deliver full power?
Yes, equal 15 watt power on each of them, and you can use them all simultaneously. You've also got your USB-C out of the back if you have a laptop plugged in. And what happens is, with nothing on here, you can get your full 140 out of the back, which is like as much as a laptop, full out doing, you know what I mean, like going full steam ahead. Your laptop
video editing, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, normally your laptop's taking 25, 30, 35, 40, that kind of thing. So full 140 out of the back. If you then add an item on, what will happen is there'll be a slight pause. This will light up and give you the full 15 here. and then it'll just drop a little bit off of the back. I think 140 goes to 120, which is still masses. So it's real. I mean, what was the calculation? It's like 3 or 4 times the power of any of the competitors, even the best of the competitors. It's a real beast.
It's very rare that you get a charging stand which has got 3 charging ports on it at all. But any that were to have 3 on it, you're always going to lose power across them. And the fact is that even when you do have USB plugged in and 3 devices on there, you're almost certainly charging far more power out of that USB than your laptop will take most of the time. So it really is full power all the time simultaneously on multiple charging ports.
So there we are. And there's earbuds on the back there. Boom. And any of these can be on any of them. That's the point. All three. This is the thing. I find it very confusing when different. A lot of the times you have like several ports or several things on a laptop or on a power bank or something like that, and they have different. Like you have to know which one to use. So all 3 of them are identical. Anybody can. It's like you don't have to wait for the good one to come free because Dad's in a hurry to charge his phone or something like that. You can do that with this guy, with PowerBrick Pro. We wanted to. The best balance was actually to use some existing algorithms and circuitry that does have different power amounts from the different ones, but to present it in a way that's super easy. And we've got like a lot of great feedback on PowerBrick Pro. People have been receiving it and loving it. And one of the things that we did, I don't think I have a slide here for it at the moment, is we put this very, very simple markings to make it super clear which of the outlets to use, which are different from each other. And basically it goes top to bottom. The one at the top is the big one. That's where you want to normally plug your high powered thing in. But we just have little lightning bolts, and you can look at it, and anybody intuitively just goes, "Oh, I know which one to plug in. Oh, I'll move this one to this one." Super easy to use.
Right.
We got a question in the chat that says, "Are there any plans to update the Air Pro to the Qi 2.2 25 watt standard?"
Well, we would be delinquent if we weren't always thinking about future products, and also delinquent marketers if we said anything before we're ready to announce it. But let me say this. I've been using Air Pro for kind of on and off different prototypes and so on for the last year or so. It's all you need 99% of the time. That additional power that's just starting to come in a few places, it's nice, and we will always be looking to meet the new standards once they're properly settled. Sometimes it's better, especially when it's a global standard. It's better to just make sure it's settled in before you ship. But the answer is yes. We're looking at all of the important new technologies that are coming in.
Yes. I wanted to answer a question that Terry just wrote in from Facebook. Hi, Terry. Thank you for watching.
Hey,
She or he, sorry, I don't know which one, says that when I ordered the Time Pro, buy 2 get 1 free, it didn't take me to brand choice at checkout to pick Apple. I'm assuming she means for her free one. And same for the free Lux Pro cable. It didn't allow me to pick color. You will be able to pick what your free Time Pro is and what color your Lux Pro cable is when we do checkout later in the year when everything comes in.
Well,
so you will have the choice. Yeah. Right, because you might want to change. Maybe you would pick a free Time Pro Apple right now, but then later when it's coming around, you might wanted to change it to something else. So we're just going to get all that information later.
Yep.
And confirmation.
Okay, Terry says hi. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Terry, for letting me know. Okay. So I wanted to take
Terry
short
says I'm sorry. That's only just yes, there it is. Okay. Thank you. There we go.
Thank you, Terry. So I wanted to take a short video break and show everyone our passport video that we made, that we showed during the show last week, because it's such a great video and I want everyone to see it again. So Philip, can we run the passport video?
Never run out of battery.
Stay charged anywhere.
Always have power when you need it.
Yeah, right. Every power bank ever made promises the same damn thing, but they all left out one stupid important detail. You actually have to remember to charge your power bank, you know, put power in it before you can take it out. And you have to remember to take it with you. But you're human, so often you just don't. That means you're all out of juice at the most critical moment of the day. No power, no good. So what if, and bear with me here, your power bank kind of charged itself? You want to check this out. Introducing Passport. Just look at this thing. It's the all-new snap-on power bank from MAGFAST with 2 world-class features that no one else can touch. First, Passports are the world's only power banks with wireless magnetic charging both out and in. Whoa, stop. Let me repeat. It's the world's first with simple, easy wireless magnetic charging out to your phone and in from a wireless charging stand like this. It's so simple, frankly, so obvious, but it completely transforms the way you charge. Here, you see this ring? It marks your wireless power receiving port. You'll just place your passports on any wireless magnetic charger like MAGFAST Air Pro or Shure, one of our lightweight competitors, and it just charges up. No cables, no fuss, and no forgetting to plug it in. Passports just sit on your charging stand, always fully charged, always ready to go. You'll even put your phone on Passport on your stand, and the power passes through from port to port. Passport. Ding! Then when it's time to go, just grab them together if it's a busy day. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify, Netflix, maps, video calls, texts, gaming. You know what these days are like. You remember actual phone calls? Even, Alexa, you're a really clever AI, aren't you?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Okay, and then at the end of the day, your phone and Passport just snap or even stack to charge. It just works. So Passport gets power in like everyone else via USB-C cable, and unlike everyone else, via wireless magnetic charging. Plus super fast power delivery out via USB-C wire or the industry's fastest 25-watt wireless magnetic charging, boom, right on your phone like this. No other product has modular stackable power like this, and no other has Passport's second world first. Listen, over time, all rechargeable batteries lose their capacity because current charging tech just jams power in and out over and over and causes, look, this really nasty microscopic buildup to the battery's internal chemistry. Passport uses next generation charging tech from Iontra, 10 years in the making, piles of patents, that's way kinder to the chemistry. See? That buildup just doesn't build up. So your batteries last up to 3 times longer, making MAGFAST Passports among the greenest power banks ever designed. So just gorgeous looks, aircraft grade aluminum frame, unique fingerprint, service and security, gorgeous clear color screen, plus 10% more capacity than virtually all the competition, up to 3 times the battery life, and the only snap-on power bank in the world you can also snap on to charge like this. So the question is, where will you go with your passports? We think everywhere. Only MAGFAST gets you charged up fast like this. So check out your
cut off now. Check out your passports now is what I meant to say.
It did that with that nice lady earlier on as well, didn't it? Clipped off the very last.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I love that video. It is such a great video.
It really is. I know. It's wonderful. It's funny, during when Seymour was recording that video, I was in Zoom watching and being like, hold on, let's do that take again, please.
Kate's like, can you be goofier? No, can you be goofier? Can you be goofier? It's actually, there was a great, I was watching a video from like one of the world's top advertising agencies the other day, who make like funny ads and so on. And one of their tips is you get an actor to come in and like do something goofy. And then you say, okay, make it 10% more goofy. Okay, make it 20% more goofy. And they'll do that. And then they go, okay, just go completely wild. And then the actor will go like this. And they almost always wind up using the take from the kind of go completely wild one, because it just that's what makes humor a lot of the time is exaggeration, right? Because nobody laughed when I said exaggeration just then, but if I say exaggeration, yeah, then everybody is rolling in the aisles. You see how that works?
Yeah, rolling in the
Yeah.
I wanted to, so I'm getting some feedback from customer care, so I just wanted to make sure that please don't email them more than once. They are getting tons and tons of emails at the moment, so it's going to take a little bit for them to get back to you. Everyone who, if you're having like an urgent order issue that has to be done before midnight, please put in the subject line or something, urgent order issue or something like that, so they can quickly find the people that are having urgent issues. If your issue is not urgent, please don't put that in the subject line. That will drastically reduce response time. So, and anyone
and by the way, if it isn't specific to your order or whatever, and I appreciate a lot of the time it is, but if it's just general questions, ask Maggie. Like she's pretty great at that. We're going to have her answering order questions, in the coming months. But give Maggie a try for initial questions about stuff.
Yes, and I wanted to say that those of you that have written in with questions about, if your MagBucks you didn't think they applied correctly, or you're stuck at checkout because you think that there's an issue, customer care will be able to help you with MagBucks questions after the offers close. You'll still get your MagBucks offers. So don't worry. I promise they'll get back to you. And even if it's after midnight tonight, you'll still be good. It'll all be fine.
Remember, at MagFast, delightful is a strategy. All right. We're going to make sure that you're delighted with this process. It's just that when we do an event like this, it's like the pressure is on. We've still got the same small team today that we have when we don't have an event going on. So so sometimes you get my point. Please use Maggie for general questions. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's placing orders at the moment, because they are coming in kind of thick and fast. This is a well over a $500,000 launch, well on its way to $750,000. There aren't, we're a little company. There aren't many companies on the planet that are able to do that. And I have something on my screen here that I think probably I'm legally not allowed to share with you, certainly for data privacy and that kind of thing. So I'm not going to. You're going to have to trust me. But I have on my screen, and this is really, if you're kind of new around here, you've not been a customer of ours before or whatever, or you're wondering whether to kind of come back in again after a while. I was just looking the other evening at just as the orders were coming in, I was saying, I wonder, have people ordered with us before? And I just made a little screen recording. I'm just going to play myself, but I'm just going to read you what it says on the screen. So this was just the other evening. Diane, 9 orders. Stanley, 10 orders. Janice, 15 orders. James, 15 orders. William, 10 orders. Jim, 36. Thank you, Jim. All of you, thank you. Marcus, 3. Russell, 13. Edward, 13. Kristen, 8. Is the point made?
Yes,
there's no need to carry on. It's simply astonishing. And after seeing this, I went and did a little bit of online research. We're what's called a DTC, direct to consumer company. We make our stuff, with our factory partners, and we sell it directly. The average number of sales from the average DTC company is like 2.5, maybe 3, that kind of thing. Right? I don't know what the average is of the numbers I just read you, but basic math says it's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's simply remarkable. So we've had some problems getting stuff into people's hands in the past. I'll never stop kind of apologizing for that. But the stuff that's going out now is absolutely fantastic. So if you just be a bit patient with us, we really are shipping beautiful things these days. So thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. I think you said David had 36 orders with us. That's insane. I don't even understand how that's
David,
possible.
he wrote to us the other day. It was in charcoal, Sorry, they won't allow us anything sharp in here. David's but,
No, David, if you're watching, we appreciate you.
We do.
Okay, so I just wanted to remind everybody that special offers close at midnight Pacific tonight. That's 3 a.m. Eastern. So if you want your Passport and your Time Pro, get it right now. There's a button underneath this video. If you're at magfast.com/live, there's a button right underneath this video. and you can go to checkout and you can get the special offers. You can use your MagBucks. Please go get it, because I know that you guys will absolutely love these products.
And we're streaming here at magfast.com/live. Hello to you if you've joined us out on the internet, by the way. We're at magfast.com/live if you want to join us like on our site where there's the button to pre-order and so on. But we're going to be streaming sort of continuously through to the midnight deadline. Some segments will have been recorded earlier, maybe even including this one, if like you're not with us live. But we're live now, aren't we?
Yes, we're live right now.
Watching the recording, but we're live, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Except Rex.
Yes.
Rex is an avatar. Someone's like everything Rex says. Someone's typing it like this.
That's the way my missus would have it. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I just wanted to remind Seymour, you mentioned this earlier, but maybe some of you weren't here. We are going to have an investor update on April 21st. So if you are an investor or considering being an investor in the future, you will want to come to that update on April 21st.
You will, and we're going to do stuff for investors, and then we've also got a few secrets for for everybody. So it's going to be a big day. I wanted to just mention again, because we're going to wrap things up in sort of 20 minutes or so. I just wanted to do this again for folks. Thank you if you've just joined us. Whether or not you're going to go ahead and place an order today, please click on the button underneath us and go to the we call it the checkout, the cart. We call it the offer selector, where you can choose your offers. And whether or not you're going to pick something and pre-order it today, would you do us a favor and click on the little yellow tab that's down on this side? Because we've got a super duper new kind of helper. We've told you about Maggie before, but Maggie has received some component upgrades. She's got a new circuit board and all of this, that, and the other. And now you can actually talk. You can actually speak with Maggie, which is kind of amazing. And we're training her at the moment. It would be great if you would just go have a conversation with her about whatever you would like. I don't think you'll probably get her. I don't think she goes into matters sort of politics, other things. But have a chat with her about all things MagFast. She can't yet answer specific questions about people's orders. We're working to get that sorted out. But should we do a little demo here? Sorry, I did the demo earlier. Why don't one of you guys do it? Kate, I'm going to set her up here. All right, and then I'll put her near to the microphone, and you ask her a question. Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh God. Okay, I don't know what to ask.
You could ask her one of the questions from the.
I'm Maggie, MagFast's Magic Machine Mastermind, here to help. Quick heads up, chats may be recorded and shared with my makers. How may I help?
Hi, Maggie. I was wondering if you could tell me when Passport is going to ship.
One moment while I check that. For the MagFast Passport 5K, shipping is scheduled for the fourth quarter of 2026.
Nice. Awesome. Let me see if I can ask one of those questions. Can Database charge my phone? I don't know if she'll get that one.
Got it. The Database Pro is a desktop hub that connects to the Air Pro. It's designed to provide power and connectivity for monitors, headphones, speakers, and other external devices. While it can be used separately, it doesn't directly charge a phone on its own. You would typically use it in conjunction with the Air
So here we
Pro.
go. So listen, banana, right? Banana. She just made a little mistake because she's new around here, and we're getting her trained up. The answer is yes, you absolutely can power. You can power your phone directly or any USB device from here. For your phone, you'd probably want to use one of the higher powered outlets, right? If you wanted to charge your phone.
And at Database Pro, it's not a power bank, so you need power coming into Database Pro to be able to charge your phone.
Yes, that's an important distinction. Yes, you can, but you would need power coming into it. Okay, this does not contain a battery. It's not designed to contain a battery. But by the way, that was also, remember I said that we're getting like pretty much all 5-star reviews, unless people have got a kind of grump from the past, which we completely understand. Although if you are reviewing one of the new products, it'd be fantastic if you reviewed the new product, all right, and let us know about other concerns in other channels. That's just helpful to everybody, including people reading the reviews. But there was one lady who said it doesn't matter how long I plug my PowerBrick Pro in for. When I unplug it, it doesn't power other things. And there's a very simple reason for that. This is not a power bank. It does not contain a battery. It's designed to be plugged into the wall and deliver loads and loads of power. That's what it's for. That's it. Its job is to deliver you lots of power for years to come. So, as with all products, MAGFAST or anybody else, make sure that you're judging it by the standard it sets for itself. You wouldn't go onto, the Volkswagen website and say, my new Volkswagen Golf is completely incapable of crossing the Sahara with 8 of my friends and all of their luggage.
Or indeed doing the washing up, right? So it doesn't
the thing about it refuses. It refuses
to wash my dishes.
Yeah.
The thing about power banks versus chargers, it's a completely understandable confusion if you think about it, because the power brick and the Passport, I mean, they do look a little bit similar to each other. The difference between a phone and a power bank is quite obvious. The difference between a charging block and a power bank is not so blooming obvious, and so we get this kind of confusion frequently. And even more confusing is the fact that some people call chargers the charging cable. My kids do. This is a charger for them. We call the charger the charging brick, right? Like the PowerBrick Pro, and those are very similar to the power banks. So, but all of them are quite different, and none of them will do the washing up, sadly.
But Rex will, for the first person who comes into chat and says, "Fly me, Rex, to do the washing up," he will be on his way.
You're right.
All right.
Yes. So we are going to wrap up soon. I just wanted to get 1 or 2 more questions in before we leave, and then we'll close out by reminding everyone when the launch offers close.
Yes.
So
Maybe we should remind them what the actual offers are as well, briefly. Let me find those.
Good plan.
That's a
good plan.
Yes. But also, like, if you're watching on magfast.com/live, there's a pre-order button right underneath us. It's big and yellow. You click that, and then you can go see the launch offers. And Maggie is also on that offer page, so you can see.
And why don't we put up the link as well? If Philip has the wherewithal to put up the link, if you're not seeing a link on the screen you're on right now, that might be helpful.
And customer care can also give, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, customer care, if y'all could put into the chat the link for people to go check out, that would be very helpful. However, I will say that if you click the link in the chat and you haven't previously gone to checkout, your MagBucks might not automatically be in there. You're going to have to click the little check for my MagBucks link and then do it that way.
Indeed. Thank you, Philip. So 2 passports. So just as a reminder, if you've got MagBucks, it's even better than this. If you don't have MagBucks, these are fabulous. And remember, our guiding principle is these products are designed to be delightful for years at full retail. So if you get a deal on them, that's great too. And that is, by the way, independent of anything we're doing here, that is the best advice. Just don't buy things because they're cheap. Buy them because you actually want them. You look in your closet, Rex, at all those things you've purchased on a whim over the years because they were cheap and you never wear them, right? And then there's a few items you paid full boat for them and you just love them and you'll love them for years. But we love you guys. You're helping us out. It's launch week, so we are doing some special stuff. So first of the offers is 2 passports and get a complimentary passport as well. That's the first of the offers. Second of the offers is if you get an Air Pro set, right? So what does that consist of? That's Air Pro itself, right, with a gorgeous cable to power it. Hello, Kitty. Kate's got a cat climbing on top of her there. And the much loved PowerBrick Pro 140. So the complete set you need to get this guy up and running for the next decade or whatever. If you pre-order, actually, if you order that today, some of that will ship. That's all coming through at the moment, so we won't have to wait very long for that. passports themselves will ship later in the year. If you do that, you're going to get 2 passports, right? So the thing that's new that we're offering pre-order sales at the moment, you'll get them as gifts, two of these, and a clear-cut case. If you already have a case that supports wireless magnetic charging, you're good. You can get it for someone else. If you don't, this is the case that you're going to want to get you in. And how many different versions of clear-cut case do we have? It's like for the top 65.
Yeah, I was going to say 50 something. You're probably right.
I think it's over 60 now. We've basically got all the main phones from the last few years. And just a couple of days ago, we announced iPhone 17e. 2 days ago, I think we announced that. Apple announced it. We'll be supporting 17e shortly, and also the new Samsung, the Samsung Galaxies, the 26 Ultra and 26 and so on. Good. Oh, and then there's one more offer. Friends and family know it as the Jan pack, because one of our greatest supporters, greatest investors, called Jan.
First amongst equals.
Yes, it's like when we say how much we love Jan, what we're saying is Jan represents kind of everybody who's involved in this. But she has invested over and over again, and she purchased products for kind of like 50 databases and 60 AirPros. I mean, that's probably not even as many.
And I'm pretty sure she actually pre-ordered the Jan pack from.
Oh, really?
So because she's so prolific, our kind of nickname for this is the Jan pack. So if you get 3 Air Pro sets, so that's what I just said. So it's Air Pro and the cable, Lux Pro and Power Brick Pro, the 3 sets. Then you will get this is I mean, Philip did the calculations on this, and I'm wondering if he was under the weather at the time that he did the calculation, but he thinks that we're still in business if we do this. So if you do 3 sets, 3 passports, okay, 1, 2, 3 passports, and 3 databases. Oh my God, here it is. There's database in its beautiful, perfect for gifting box, right? So you're going to get 3. It's just 3s everywhere. So 3 passports, 3 databases as gifts, and 3 clear-cut cases as gifts, and you'll get to choose. You get to choose which phone you want each of them for. They can all be for the same model or for completely different models. Right. All right. And then the one final one is where is my beautiful Time Pro? Order 2 Time Pros, either for Apple Watch or for Samsung Galaxy Watch. Is your neck all right there, Bailey?
Mine, yeah, it's all right.
Stretch break.
She forgot we could all see her, I think.
I know.
That's what a live broadcast will do to you, baby.
That's what a live broadcast will do for your career. Two Time Pros, and then we'll give you a gift of a 3rd one. And truthfully, if you have one of these watches, it's kind of good to have multiple charging spots. One by the bed. A lot of people like to have one in the bathroom, down in the kitchen. It's pretty good to have it. And it's a bit. I mean, it's kind of difficult to tell on the camera. It's just. Can we do the overhead camera for it, Philip? It's just such a beautiful little thing. It's so cute. This. Or did I lose my overhead camera? He's going to tell me I lost.
There it is.
There we are. There it is. And here's.
We got it.
There's an Apple. It's not plugged in at the moment, but there's Apple Watch going on, and it does take the different sizes of Apple Watch. I have one of the clunky ones, and that goes on as well. So it doesn't matter the size. It fits all the sizes of all of the watches.
And remember, what Simon's demonstrating here is a charger, not a power bank, right? It needs to be plugged in.
Charger, not a power bank. Yes, it doesn't hold charge.
It needs to sit on. It'll sit beautifully on AirPro. The best circumstance for this beautiful little device is on AirPro, uniquely because it'll take a wireless charge. It'll sit on there and operate. But you can also plug it in USB-C to something like a Power Brick Pro.
Well, and you can put it on, like we said earlier, you can connect it to your Passport and then wirelessly charge your watch all around.
Again, a unique feature. No other product will do that. No other product will just sit on that wireless magnetic charging pad And
there's some. Could we go overhead again real quick? I just want to show you on Passport. So when it goes onto your, here we are. When it goes into your phone, it's like this. So a beautiful but relatively conventional look. You've got this fantastic little screen in here, and you're going to see this. And when you look close up at this, and Philip, if you can find an image of that, or maybe I'll find one in a second. This is an early prototype, and it doesn't have the full markings on the ring. It's going to show you in. It's going to be marked around here that it's power in that way, and then on the outside that you put against your phone, which is the side that other folks have, it's clearly marked out, as you can see. So pretty great. You can even stack two together if you want. You lose a little bit of power as it transfers, but you can stack them together. So if you've got a super busy day, you could actually take two with you, although probably you'd want to use them one at a time. But they can go together like that. Pretty great, huh?
Modular power. Yeah.
That the last question I wanted to ask was from Lindell, and he or she says, how long on average does the Passport last before it needs to be charged? It gives you pretty much a full phone charge, right? It'll charge up your battery at least one time. So it doubles your phone's capacity throughout the day.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, all different phones have themselves have slightly different battery rates with sizes of battery. The battery in here is 5,500 milliamp hours, which is the way these things are measured. Most competing products, I mean, I don't really think anything does compete because they just don't have the additional features that we have. But most of the other ones that snap on like this have 5,000. We've given you sort of 10%. It's like a little reserve tank of an extra 10% of power. So we've got more. You lose a little bit of it during the transfer. That's just the physics of it. But yeah, even with the losses, it's a very significant boost to it. It would be hard ever to have a day where your phone plus this didn't get you the whole way through the day. And I always take a product like this. In the future, it'll always be Passport with me when I have kind of important travel days, kind of busy day, long day away with meetings and that kind of thing. But yeah,
and it really is. Sorry, I was going to say, really is a 5K power bank. In fact, as Seymour says, a 5,500 watt power bank. And so many of the products that you'll see actually say 5,000 milliamp hours on them, but they're not. They're closer to 3,000 milliamp hours when you actually receive them. This is very, very common at Amazon. Across, I ordered some speakers the other day, and they said 200 watts or something. Well, it said 200 watt per speaker as well, very clearly. When they arrived, they were 4 of them, and somehow the 200 watts per speaker turned into 60 watts per speaker. I mean, it's just what happens. It's a bizarre thing. They're going back, but it's extremely common that you will see something which purports to be something and isn't. This is more than 5,000 milliamp hours.
There you go.
Yes.
Feels good.
Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap up. We are going to have a replay of last week's Passport event right after this. I think it'll start immediately, right, Seymour? Right after we're done here, we're gonna play the replay, and I think the show is about an hour and a half. So if you're wanting to watch that and you haven't, or if you just want to watch the replay because you loved it so much, you can watch that in just a few minutes.
That's what I'll be doing.
Yes, yeah.
Watching the replay because I loved it so much.
Yes, yes.
So we're going to be streaming that. We'll do an encore presentation of this a little bit later on, or not if you're watching the last encore presentation. But basically, we're streaming non-stop. So have us on in the background. Invite your friends and family. magfast.com/live until midnight Pacific this Thursday.
Can we cut out the crazy bits on the replay? Can we cut out the crazy bits on the replay?
Yeah. Can we mask Rex out in the replay, Philip?
Thank you for that. Yes.
Get rid of Rex.
Thank you, darling.
He said, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Philip just removed Rex.
The crazy bits are gone.
Yeah.
So
I love you too, Philip.
So we're rolling in. We're going to roll into an encore presentation of last week. So it's actually only Rex who needs to say goodbye, because the three of us will see you in just a moment in the encore presentation of Passport.
Well,
yes,
goodbye then.
Thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun, and go pre-order right now.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye now. Good. And we're on. Okay, so welcome to Passport. Hi, how are you? I'm Seymour Segnet, the inventor, founder, president of MAGFAST. Thank you for investing your time to be here. I really think that you're going to love what we've got for you. So welcome. If you have a phone, if you have a watch, and if you have other people in your life, this one is for you. Got a doozy for you. Let's bring in my colleagues, Kate Kennard and Bailey Pape. Ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. Are you excited?
Yes.
Very excited.
Very
You're
excited.
revved up. You're ready to go.
Already.
Good. We should just do a quick round of applause for Bailey. Close watchers of the show will notice that her last name has changed since we last broadcast together. One of these big broadcasts. Bailey, what happened?
Well, I went off and I got married.
Fantastic. We're all thrilled. It couldn't have happened to a nicer couple. So thank you for being part of the MAGFAST family, and welcome Jordan to our extended family. Yeah. All right. So before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping to do. First of all, by the way, Kate, have we set up the chat thing underneath? Is the chat? If we ask for it to
be, it should be. Yeah.
We switch on the chat thing. We're just going to open it for a minute, so so we don't get too distracted. But if the chat appears, it doesn't appear on all browsers. But if the chat appears down to, just say hi and let us know where you're watching from today. We'll just keep that open for a minute. Okay, all right. So it certainly appeared in some people's browsers because it looks really busy down there. Also, we're not doing a formal Q&A session today. We'll do one in a few days. We'll let you know about it. Kate will send out texts and emails at the time, but do send your questions in. We've also got a question box kind of underneath us or off to one side or whatever, depending on the layout of your browser. Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, good. I also wanted to give a shout out to everybody who came to see us, and you guys were there in Las Vegas. Okay, we were the guests of our friends of Iontra. More about them a little bit later on. And how much fun was that, Kate? Bailey, it was your first time, right?
It was my first time. It was
yeah, mine too. It was a lot of fun, like getting to hang out with the people from Iontra and seeing all of our investors. That was super fun.
Yeah.
We actually did 2 investor dinners. One when we got back to New York. I don't have a picture of that one here, but I do have this picture from Vegas. Fantastic group gathered. All our investors, all of our investors, all of our customers, all of our fans, everyone is equal in our eyes. But first amongst equals is this lady. You can just see her in the distance here, Janice, pointing out with you.
Shout out Janice.
I don't even know how to begin, but Janice is the most amazing representative of the community that we have built. Mm-hmm. She's ordered everything. She's just a remarkable lady. Thank you so much. As I say, you're a kind of you're a sort of avatar for everyone who's involved out there. Mm-hmm. All right. So we've got a lot to get to today. Coming up, we really have some amazing stuff. Going to give you some glimpse of some new products. You're going to want to hang right. If this has ever happened to you, raise your hand if this has ever happened to you. Okay. Everyone's hands go up. We've got a doozy for you, as I say. 2 new products that kind of complete the MAGFAST family. You are going to love these. One of them looks like this. And the other one looks like this. Or does it? Only time will tell. Also, if you have MagBucks, today is going to be a fantastic day to use them. The best, just trust me, if you've got MagBucks, you want to stick around. I've got 3 world firsts for you. You'll count them as we go along. 3 world firsts that no one else has, including one that has been 10 years in the making. Folks who've been following us closely might have an idea what that is, but it's very exciting. Going to be announcing that very shortly. So today is really kind of your insider access. If you're one of our investors, one of our customers, one of our fans, this today is kind of for you. And it's pretty exciting. You're going to get to see this before anyone else. Mm-hmm. Also, Kate once again has decided to throw away some of the company's money on some gifts and prizes. What's that all about, Kate?
Everyone loves them, and I have a good time announcing the winners. Although maybe Bailey will announce the winner today. I don't know, but I feel like people look forward to this, and I look forward to this. So I wanted.
Who doesn't love a prize?
I know.
Yeah. Well, yes. Our accountant, for instance, doesn't love prizes. And 1 or 2 haters online. They don't care that we do the prizes, but we love the prizes. What do we got? We got like top of the range smartwatch, top of the range smartphone,
yes,
right?
We're gonna have two winners. Someone's gonna win a smartphone, and someone's gonna win a smartwatch. So stay tuned because it could be you.
Because it could be you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've also got a movie premiere for you. We've made a movie especially for today. We're going to premiere that. But before we start, I just wanted to sort of tease out an idea that has been sort of growing within MAGFAST, and I think in the wider zeitgeist over the last few months. And it's sort of quite a profound thought about the future of business and the future of companies like us. Many of you have met John Fanning, founding chairman and CEO of Napster, right? Napster, which basically was the foundational company that led to modern day streaming. And John said this really interesting thing in a meeting because we meet with him most weeks and his team to consult and figure out how can we move the game forward. And as you know, he played a pivotal role in helping us kind of get out of a slump a couple of years ago. And John said this really interesting thing the other day. And I asked him to kind of make it into a quote that we could put it into the presentation. He said, as AI, so artificial intelligence, makes amazing digital products trivial to create, the future is delightful physical products. Okay? And he then goes on to say, MAGFAST is the rare company that truly knows how to do these. And I thought, how can I sort of bring that to life for people? And then suddenly, like one of the most famous companies in the world brought this to life in the last few days. All right, Disney. Let me share a quick story about Disney. And you'll come to understand why we're so committed to this sort of hardware strategy. So Disney just made a once in a lifetime, right? They change their leadership. It was like 20 years ago or something. I forget exactly how long it's, but it's like, a couple of decades since they last changed their the CEO at the top. So once in a they actually did a stumble a few years ago, but basically it's a once in a generation event. And they had 2 candidates, all right, 2 finalists for the role. One executive ran like the modern business, digital businesses, studios, streaming, animation, and the other was running their old-fashioned, things that have been around forever, the theme parks, the cruise ships, hotels, that kind of thing. And something really interesting happened because movies, digital and streaming, they're under like massive disruption from artificial intelligence and these other new tools are coming in. Basically, any teenager with a laptop can create kind of a stunning video. Let me give you an example. Just going to play. Can we just play this this film? All right. Now look at this beautiful image. This is from the new upcoming Disney Pixar animation called Mice, major new production that's coming out in a few months' time. Now, a clip like this is a 10-second clip going round and round. A clip like this, animation like this, costs about $30,000 a second. Okay, so you're looking, just these 10 seconds is like $250,000 worth of animation. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that beautiful, kids? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Except that, forgive me, there is no upcoming Mice movie. and the clip didn't cost $250,000. I made it just before the show with some online software called Kling 3.0. Took less than 10 minutes and cost 72 cents.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
if you're interested in movie making and AI and that kind of stuff, I'll tell you the exact words I put into Kling. Cute animation in the style of a highly polished feature film of a mother mouse teaching her 3 baby mice how to play hide and seek with a large block of Emmental cheese. Okay, so not $250,000, 72 cents. Of course, proper movies still need storytelling skills and all kinds of things. But in terms of the actual production, there's just this massive sea change happening at the moment. And we're playing with these models, right? Bailey spends quite a bit of time playing with these, figuring out how can we ethically and appropriately use them for MAGFAST.
Right.
And thank you, Bailey, by the way. She's been doing a fantastic job on socials for us. But even, how often would you say like a new, much better model comes out?
Every 2 weeks? Every 2 weeks.
Every week, every time. I mean, it's completely insane at the moment. So movies, digital streaming, completely threatened by like a kid with a laptop or an idiot with a laptop. Parks, hotels, and cruises are not threatened in that way. And so they appointed Josh, if I'm pronouncing him correctly, Josh Damaro, who was the Parks, Hotels, Cruises guy, who's like an expert in creating delightful real world experiences for people. That division generates about 60% of Disney's revenue anyway. And they're now essentially betting their future on the guy who understands physical, real world things that are not so easily reproduced. So at MAGFAST, we're kind of making the same bet that Disney is. We're not trying to create artificial digital experiences, even though we've spent time thinking about how does MAGFAST extend into this digital world, right? We're just planting ourselves firmly in real world design intelligence, not artificial intelligence. And boy, do we have some real world intelligent and delightful physical products coming up for you. All right, let's just do a quick update, and then I want to show you some amazing new stuff. Kate, all right, we've been shipping a lot of stuff over the last few weeks. All right, none of it can ever come quick enough, and it's particularly to wait for stuff when you're so excited about it. I do know that. And not everyone has received this stuff, but here's the total numbers that we've been shipping. Can we just go through them first of all? So Kate, Lux Pro. So these are the cables here. Let me grab the cables.
Yeah,
Lux Pro.
We've been shipping our white and our black Lux Pro, and we have shipped 40,000 of those, which is just crazy to think about.
40,000, I think that's including the colors. 40,000, mostly black and white, have arrived, and the colors are on their way. The numbers are 40,000 units. Air Pro, how many?
Oh my gosh. Okay, 9,700, about 9,744 Air Pros have shipped, and I'm just so excited about it. Yes, yes, we should clap.
Now. The observant viewer will have noticed that 9,744 isn't quite a round number. In fact, it's 256, I think, short of 10,000. Do you know why that is?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So the reason is, together with our partners at the factory, we weren't quite happy with smoothness with the finish on a handful. It's actually quite a small percentage, but on a handful of the units that came in, because they have to be exquisite. All right, and these ones were great. They just weren't exquisite. So we held that the downline supplier, part of the supply chain that supplied these great but not exquisite ones, are going to supply new ones at their own expense. But we had, in terms of Air Pro, they're not holding back from any customers at this time, because those ones would have been going into inventory anyway. All right, let's just keep it moving. Database Pro.
Database Pro.
8,000, I think.
8,000 units, yep.
And Database Pro.
PowerBrick Pro.
And PowerBrick Pro.
Yeah, PowerBrick Pro, we've shipped 12,000 PowerBrick Pros.
12,000. Now, let's be fair, because some people will be watching this going, you shipped all those and I don't have mine yet. That's because that's the total number that are in the whole shipping pipeline. So huge numbers are with customers. A smaller number, I think, are in the warehouse being shipped out, and then a whole load more are kind of on the next ship and the ship after that. But this is a major operation. This is far more, than we have ever, more shipping than we've ever done in a similar period of time in the past. So it's not enough. It's not quick enough. But we're getting so much better so quickly. Whole bunch of clear-cut cases.
Oh gosh, yeah. So I think we have 58 different models of the clear-cut case, and we've shipped over 10,000 of them.
Because because people have different phones. Like here's
right.
Look, you can just see the windows on these, 3 completely different windows for 3 different models there. We have 58 different versions, but in total
10,872.
And they all come in this. I don't know how well it comes across under this lighting, but they come across in this beautiful, beautiful packaging. This is a $49 product, and we're really, really, really proud of it. So the total number of pieces shipped, drum roll please, is 80,000. 616, I think, if I've done my mental math correctly, which of course wasn't mental. It's it's an awful lot. And Philip did a calculation that if you were to put them all end to end, okay, so here's that's what 2 looks like end to end, okay?
Okay.
Database. If you were to place them end to end like that, they would go up to 51,700 feet up into the stratosphere. Okay, you'd be well into the stratosphere actually. And look here, you can see almost twice the height of Mount Everest. You see Everest down there? Yeah, nice. Almost twice the height of Mount Everest. Everest, you know this, Bailey, you know this. Everest only 29,032 feet.
Oh, is that all?
We're up here at 51,700. So just saying, saying.
That's amazing.
So why is it that folks just love these products so much? For all the trouble we've had in the Passport, 4.5 on Google, and a lot of that's going to go up soon because a lot of fantastic new 5-star reviews coming in. Bailey, you're in touch with the pulse. You have your finger on the zeitgeist, and you gather together one or two of the things that folks have been saying out there. So what have folks been saying?
So I have a couple reviews right here for you. One of them says, the products shipping now are amazing. The Database Pro is excellent, both in build quality and performance. I love it. Having followed MAGFAST for years, I still highly recommend them because of their mission, honesty, and perseverance through difficult times.
Oh,
it's just so nice to hear.
So sweet.
Really, really clear. All right. The next one is from Richard R. It says, like other MAGFAST products, it feels good and not cheap. It's durable, heavyweight, and built to last. The Database Pro is a must-have for your desktop or laptop bag. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And one more. I'll just do one more. It says, it's from Alessandro. And it says, the build feels solid, the design is clean, and the performance meets expectations. The products are well made and thoughtfully designed. Again, I couldn't agree more. And thank you so much for such a sweet review.
Thank you, Alessandro. You're a rock star. We gathered a whole lot of these. Some people recorded videos and sent them in for us. We threw them all into the AI video editor. Here's a little medley of what people are saying about MAGFAST.
Best wireless charger on the market.
Love the products.
The feel is incredible and luxurious.
If you don't mind spending a little extra for quality, this is your company.
MAGFAST truly cares about the products they manufacture.
Stellar customer service and excellent communication. Their second generation of products are well designed and very functional.
MAGFAST exceeded my expectations. The Database Pro is excellent.
They are so beautiful, fast charging, and make great gifts.
I was so impressed with the quality and design.
Everything is top notch, and I will purchase more of their products in the future.
So that's it. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, thank you so much to everybody who did that. Thank you to Kate and Bailey for all the work, kind of gathering all that. Reviews and testimonials are one of the most important things for a business, and they're one of the biggest pain in the backsides to actually gather together.
So thank you,
everyone who did that.
Yeah.
So So there is a lot of love for these products. I want to just go back a little bit over our philosophy on those products just before I bring in the new ones. We said last time we met, we asked customers to focus on this thought: price is what you pay, value is what you get. There's lots of people doing cheap prices out there. Knock yourself out. What we're trying to do is the best value. We want you to pay a fair price for something that's just so much better than you were expecting. And I think that these early reviews that we're getting in show that we're hitting our marks with that. Over the last kind of year and a half, we've really gone back to our roots. MAGFAST has a long and complex history, made a lot of mistakes, but we've always tried to do right by everyone ever since the early days when we introduced like a family of products, a system that works together. And we're now on the second generation of these, and we're going to make a big step forward with them today. The notion from the very beginning, it's even in our name, was that everything should be magnetic and fast. It should be
MAGFAST.
Very good. Thank you. And these products are really, really great. So a few months ago, we started to unveil our plans for Gen 2, the second generation of MAGFAST products. And you're really going to see it move to the next level today. And it's all possible because there are now 2 settled global industry standards for mobile charging. One is wired, that's the USB-C standard. We have the beautiful Lux cables for that, Lux Pro cables for that. And wireless magnetic charging, which has now been built into all decent phones for the last 5.5 years, something like that now. It goes by funny names. It's called MagSafe sometimes. It's also called Qi 2. Neither of those names are particularly well known. So we call it wireless magnetic charging. And you never go back. It's very, very simple how it works. You're probably aware of these kind of magnetic coils. For about 10 years, you've been able to lay on these kind of magnetic coils like this, and it just sends power through the air using magnetic fields that transfer energy from the charger's coil to the device's coil. No wires, therefore wireless. The problem is if you get them just a little bit out of line, then it becomes very slow and it wastes a lot of heat. And so the big improvement to the industry in the last few years, and again, most people just don't know about it, which is why we keep talking about it, is the industry agreed to a system with a series of magnets around the edge that align the whole thing. The industry calls it Qi 2 or MagSafe, and it's just a way better way of charging, and it makes things like this kind of charging possible. Wireless with a snap onto the back, or wireless charging stands, including the world's best, most powerful wireless charging stand, MAGFAST Air Pro, which I'll go over just again in a minute for you. It also makes things like this. These are fantastic. If you don't have one, get one of these for your car, a magnetic mount. You just walk into your car, plunk it down. All you need to take advantage of this whole new world, right, is a good case, which is why we have 58 different versions of the clear-cut case. It's absolutely beautiful. The packaging is incredible, as I showed you earlier on. Available for all major phones, and the thing is terrific. It's got the embedded ring of precision magnets. That means that it lines up properly. It's a kind of fusion of art, beautiful, invisible, minimalist design, but with some serious materials science, major drop protection, advanced polyurethane, TPU they call it, ultra tough polycarbonate. The list goes on and on and on. And folks are just loving this case. Guaranteed for all major brands. And Samsung just yesterday announced, and someone could be winning this a bit later on, Samsung announced the Galaxy S26, 26 Ultra, and S26 Plus. So today we're announcing clear-cut cases for those two, and they will be shipping very, very soon. So Air Pro, the unique wireless magnetic charging stand designed for you. 9,000 of them either with or on their way to customers right now. And it's truly the market heavyweight in the 3 most important areas, most of which no one else can touch. First of all, it's a power heavyweight. It really is. We have full-on wireless magnetic charging. The full 15 watts, not just 1, not just 2, but all 3 ports, and no one else does that. Plus, uniquely, and again, I don't know of anyone else who has this, but we have USB-C out for your laptop. So this thing can just be perfect on your on your desk or your kitchen countertop or whatever. Everyone can put their phones on, and other devices. As you see, we can already put wireless charging buds like this. The little earbuds can go on like that. And we'll show you a couple of other tricks in just a minute. So it's also a design heavyweight, right? The thing is just absolutely gorgeous. And design isn't just how something looks, it's also how it's built. Most of our competitors, no matter how good they look or how thick they look, are built out of this really sort of thin kind of a plastic, whereas Air Pro is forged out of this beautiful, thick aluminum alloy. It's just incredible. And so, you can hear it's the real deal. These things are super strong. And with that comes the third super important thing, which is that they are heavyweights in weight, a full 2.2 pounds, over a kilogram. You're going to say, why? Everybody tries to make everything light these days. Well, here's why. If you take any of our competitors and put a phone onto them, you pick it up and the stupid stand comes with it. We've made Air Pro heavy enough that you can put any phone on in any case, and you just pick it up and go. It makes all the difference in the world, as customers are now discovering. All right, so it just makes the whole experience absolutely delightful. The true heavyweight champion of the world. We also did PowerBrick Pro 140. Don't have one of those here. Here's the box. PowerBrick Pro 140, just a really, really solid power source to power all of this, because Air Pro can just take so much power. Beautiful, simple design. It's the only one I've ever seen where I can understand what to plug into which of the outlets, because they're all nice and simply labeled like this. Makes a difference, right, ladies? I mean, it really does. When you're bending down behind the couch, or like by your bedstand, which one do I plug into?
Yep.
Really fantastic. Uses the very latest gallium nitride technology, which means it has fantastic safety protection from overvoltage, overcurrent, from short circuit overheating, and yes, overcharging, okay, along with everything we've built. And frankly, most of the industry has built for a while now. Overcharging isn't a thing anymore, and certainly not with any MAGFAST product. Plus, GaN makes it very small and compact like this. Look at it. If you were to replace it, look at all this other stuff you'd have to pile up to replace it. Crazy. And a foldable plug, which makes it great to carry anywhere. Then there's Lux Pro, the cables. Oh my God, these those of you who have them already, if you've got these coming, man, you have a treat on the way. They're just so soft and silky and strong. I know I invented them. It's my job to sell them, but I could never ever go. Could you go back?
No.
Yeah.
No, really can't. Like I can barely stand to touch a non-Lux cable.
Me too. Yeah. I basically threw all of the old ones in my house away, and I'm lucky enough to have a couple. I got my husband one. I got myself one. Yeah. We don't use anything else.
Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah, and the thing is absolutely beautiful. So we had Lux, which I think is one of the most one of the best reviewed cables of all time, and we just sort of took it to the whole of the next level with Lux Pro. Fantastic specifications, 240 watts. I don't know whether you know what that means or not, but it's a lot. It's actually the maximum that's even possible under USB-C at the moment. And we've also got loads and loads and loads of data speed as well. Don't need it quite as often, but when you do, and you want things to move really, really fast. It has this incredible superior interior with graphene and Teflon, super high tech, a special custom loom that was made especially for us to meet our specifications. It can be tested it has been tested up to 35, the certificate here. Sorry. Yeah, look, here's the certificate. 35,000 bends before the thing breaks on a machine like this. Gold flash, gold plated. This thing is the bomb. And of course it comes with a little USB-A adapter for all those old outlets when you're out and about and you still have to plug in. And we always remind folks, right, that Kate, you don't get as much power when you use the adapter because the old standard couldn't do as much power, right? It was actually quite good on data. You get quite a bit of data with the adapter, but the power I think tops out at 20 watts, something like that. Okay. And in all the colors that are on their way to you. And it's coming in the most beautiful packaging that you have ever seen in your life. You just couldn't be more proud of this product. It's truly the kind of the everything product. All modern cameras, action cameras, game controllers, hard drives, desktop hubs, drones, VR and AR headsets, gaming laptops, power tools, just about everything. The Swiss Army knife of cables. And then last time out, we unveiled one more product. And people are crazy for this as well. And in fact, I'll ask the two for their opinion in just a second. But we'll hear from them why people are crazy about it. But it's this thing, Database Pro. It's a hub for data that's also a base for Air Pro, although it can just be used as a hub for data. And we called it Database Pro. So what is it? Like, what exactly is it for? Well, partly it's to just look gorgeous around your house, and boy, does it look incredible, right? Looks like a kind of, it really does look like a spaceship, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I love it.
So it looks absolutely gorgeous, precision engineered, and as I mentioned just now, it snaps directly magnetically underneath Air Pro, beautifully underneath Air Pro, look like that. Just looks fantastic. Okay, but you don't. But they work independently of each other, right? They magnetically connect, and obviously you can connect them electrically as well. But it works fantastic solo by itself as well, and instantly adds to your computer you're on a single wire from it to your computer. Instantly adds Ethernet. Direct connects to your display if you have an external display, and loads of peripherals. Like mice, same as the movie. So there's, I'm not going to go through them all now, but there's just loads of power in, loads of data out. It's really the bomb, isn't it? And you guys have actually been using it, and neither of you, I think, Bailey, you'd never had a hub before, and when we sent it to you, you were kind of like, what do I want this for, right? And Kate, you had a hub which you've replaced. So just give us 15 seconds each on your experience.
I personally I didn't even know what Ethernet was before I got my hub, and now I use it every single day. I actually just recently used the camera slot, the SD card slot.
Yeah.
Yes, for the very first time to upload a little home video we made onto my computer, and it was perfect. It worked so well. So I'm really impressed with it, and I'll probably never stop using mine.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, I had just like a dinky little cheap hub that I had got off Amazon or something years ago, and I was very excited to replace it because now my setup looks a lot nicer. And I always have I use the HDMI port every day for my second monitor. I have the power going in. I use the Ethernet, so it's been amazing, and I don't know what I would do without it.
And I'm just going to show you, because I'm not sure we showed this physically before, but Bailey was talking about the cards. We actually stick both sides of cards. So this is obviously connected to your computer now, but it takes these cards that might maybe come out of your camera. So can you see me just put that one in there? And it even does, you'll even be able to see this on the camera. You see this dinky little thing here?
Yeah.
These are the tiny, what do they call them? Micro? We even have a slot for that as well. See? Brilliant. Nice. Okay. All right. So what do we got for you today? I promised you something pretty special, and I think you will be pleased. Look, the average household these days has between 17 and 21 connected devices. Most of the 17 and 21. When we started out doing MAGFAST, I remember quoting this number, and it was like 11 or something. Okay, but it's now 17 to 21, and most of them are mobile. The problem is you have to keep them charged. So we have all run out of battery at the worst possible time, right? You're at the airport. You've got an important meeting coming up. It's the end of a long day and you're trying to get home. And you look at your phone, you see the dreaded low battery warning. We all know this feeling. So for a while now, we've had these blocks that you carry around, historically with a cable, of course, called power banks. And you can charge your device whenever you need to. Now, there's quite a few of them out there. I searched Amazon a couple of days ago. Over 40,000 results come up when you type in power bank. And I'm here to tell you, not very many of them are special and worth actually having. But over 40,000 of them. Most of them, as I say, are pretty meh. All right, the traditional ones are just a block like this with a couple of sockets in them. And you can plug them in, put some power in, and you can carry them around with you with a cable and get some power out again. Then a few years ago, the industry started with these ones. Now, these are less meh, okay? They're better. They will snap onto the back of your back of your phone like this, okay, which is a good thing. They're great for busy days, but they still have a fatal. What's the word?
Fatal.
Thank you. A fatal
Flaw.
flaw. They have a fatal flaw. You're human, so you often forget to charge them. You bring it home, you set it on the counter, you forget about it, all right? And then the next time you need it, it's dead, it's useless. You might as well be carrying around a
brick.
Thank you. All right, so how are we going to solve this? What are we going to do about this? Can we bring up the bear with me, please, a little business school 101 chart, all right, of getting power in and out of your devices. All right, we really need 3 dimensions, but let's put hard and easy on this diagonal. You'll see how it works in a second. All right, and let's bring in so here they come. This is where most of our competitors, in fact, all of our competitors are at the moment. All right, they're easy to get power out. It's fine. You just snap it on the back of your phone. Super easy. We love this. All right, this is fantastic. Or if you need to, you plug a cable in, you get power out. Nice little feed into your laptop or into another device. The problem is getting power into them, all right? You need to use a wire. That's not so bad. It's not exactly hard, but it's kind of fiddly. And it's very hard when you forget to do it and you're going out with a brick in your pocket. So where we want to be isn't in the lower right-hand quadrant like this. We want to be in the upper right-hand quadrant, all right? We want to make it super easy to get power in as well as out. And I think we've nailed it. I've got something just so amazing to show you. And I'm going to ask you a question. What if your new power banks charge themselves? What if your new power banks charge themselves? Well, bear with me as we meet Passport, okay? It's the all new snap-on power bank with a fantastic form factor, right? And as you're going to see, a very, very strong specification, including 2, not 1, but 2 world-class features that no one else can touch. So first of all, let's just take a look at this thing, all right? Isn't it beautiful? Can we run the animations here? Do some of the photography? All right. Beautiful aluminum alloy frame. It's cool to the touch. It just feels, doesn't it, ladies? It just feels just so fantastic in your hand.
It does.
It has a full-side flat silicon surface that grips your phone and prevents sliding. Let's just grab one of the phones here. Okay, so this is really nice. Some of them, they slide from side to side. This has got a nice strong magnet, and it's nice and grippy, so it stays really nicely on the back of your phone. It's not just some cheap plastic slab like so many products. This is something just beautiful that you want to use every day. Just look at it. Isn't this thing gorgeous? Just amazing.
It's so beautiful.
Snaps right onto the back. Yeah?
Yep. I love it. I love where we ended up, because it took a bit to get there, like there were a few iterations, and we wanted to make it perfect, and you and Philip did just an amazing.
I actually have them here. So this is an early version. Okay, we were trying to be you can see here, we were trying to be sort of cool by just raising the bits that actually have magnets against your phone. The thing is, it wasn't grippy enough, right? We want that full surface to be flat. So it's like so we made it sort of less interesting from a design point of view on the side that you don't see.
Yeah.
Right. But I think, and this is another of our early designs here. It was the outside, but finished article has now got this just gorgeous envelope. Can you see the angles on the sides here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then let's bring a close-up of this. I want you to look at this detail. You see this ring, this beautiful ring here? It's intentional and it's highly functional, as you're about to discover. I want you to notice, do you see the way that the ring there breaks the envelope of the case? Do you see that? Like the circle continues outside the case, which is an unusual, and actually from a design point of view, it's quite a brave thing to do. And the reason we're doing it is we're highlighting one of these 2 features that no one else has. I'll tell you about that in just a second. The other thing we really focused on was the display. Okay, we have this display on here that lets you know the status of how much charge have you got, is it charging, is it discharging, and so on. And we sort of took negative inspiration from one of our competitors. We just put that up on the screen. So this is the screen of one of our competitors. I feel like you need a kind of, an advanced degree in computing science to figure out what's going on. This is a consumer product, and I just think this is far, far, far too complicated. So we went running away from complicated, and we've made something that's just super, super simple. This is a custom screen, MAGFAST designed custom LED screen, really nice and bright, really nice and clear, and just shows you exactly what's happening. You see the USB-C, you see this symbol here? That's for the USB-C port, shaped like a USB-C port, okay? And then wireless magnetic, well, that's a circle, and we've got two of those. So you've got two circles, one on each side. And now, look, here's power going in via USB-C. Look, the little arrow going in. Easy, right?
Yep.
Here's power going in. No one else has this. Here's power going in wirelessly. See? Easy. And here's power going out to your phone. You smack it on the back of your phone. All right. And you can actually even have this condition. I'll just show you here physically and on the screen, which is that you're feeding power into it via a wire like this and out into your phone like this. So you can actually be feeding continuously like that as well, which of course means that you're putting both batteries have got some help as you work your way through the day. So beautiful screen, instant comprehension, delightful, simple. As I said, lovely aluminum alloy frame, because the thing is a beast in terms of its specifications as well. Feels great in the hand, cool to the touch, as I said. And it has, before we come to the world first, it has something that you might not be expecting. If you look at, here's just like a paragraph with a list of all of our competitors on it. And if we just zoom in here, notice that there's something that appears in the names of almost all of them, which is 5,000, right? That means 5,000 milliamp hours. It's kind of the industry standard. It's much of what you need for an extra day. The only thing is that there's the physics of this means that some of it gets lost on the way in, the way out. Wireless charging loses a little bit. Just that's the physics of it all. Wireless charging loses a little bit. So right out of the gate, you're losing some. So we thought, you know what? Why don't we just give everybody an extra 10%? Think of it like as your reserve tank. So we're going to have a 5,500 battery inside of Passport. Okay, so that's a nice to have. Everything I've given you so far is a nice to have. I've now got two things for you that are world firsts. Okay?
Okay.
So, first of all, let's talk about getting power in. Okay? So this is the first of today's world firsts. All right. Remember this chart? I said the Passport was going to be way up here in the corner. Well, I think we've nailed it, because this ring that I pointed out earlier on, it marks the position of what's called an RX coil. All right, that's what they call it in the industry. No normal person have heard of it, but the R stands for receiving, and the X stands for we wanted to make it complicated so you wouldn't understand it. So RX means that there's a receiving coil in here, and it can receive power. You can charge Passport itself by simply putting it onto any wireless charging stand. A competitor like this, and then you can pick them both up together. Or, of course, we'd love you to be charging it on your AirPro. You could just put it straight on like that. With AirPro, of course, you can do multiples at the same time. You can put several on together, and it's really, really special. The wireless charging is designed to be it's faster than a trickle charge, but it's like it's like an overnight charge. Okay, if you're in a real hurry, you want to plug in the cable, but this is the way that you're going to wind up charging most of the time. We believe that we're the first in the world with wireless charging the first in the world with this capability. So just think about that. You come home at the end of the day with your phone. I've got all these different phones here. I'm deciding which one to pick up. Maybe I'll use my phone here. Boom, from my pocket. So you come home at the end of the day. you've got your passport stuck on the back. It's been there all day. It's kept your phone going great. What I normally do is to run my phone, and this is good general practice, by the way. Like regardless of your phone, regardless of your battery, you want to run it down to maybe kind of 30 or 40%. Then give it a nice boost and bring it back up again, rather than kind of dribbling in and out all day long. So give it a boost. It's better for the battery, better for heat and for all that kind of thing. So anyway, you come back at the end of the day with it like this, and all you have to do, oh my God, is you just put it on the stand like that. Okay, you're just going to place it directly on like that. If you need a fast charge of both of them, you plug them in with a wire, because wires are always faster. That's the physics of thing. But under normal circumstances, you can just put it on there like that. Or, right, maybe you want to put your passport on like this, very nice, and put your phone on there. And guess what? Passport passes power from port to port. So you can do that kind of thing and charge your headphones there at the same time. Got something else coming through in a minute that you can charge as well. So you're starting to see now how all of these pieces just fit magnetically and magically together. I just need to put that on there properly. I just fumbled putting it on. And the whole thing starts to make this kind of incredible sense. No thinking about it. It just works. The system all stacks together absolutely beautifully. Oh, and the individual chargers stack together as well, right? You only want to do a couple of these because, as I say, you lose a little bit of power going from one to the next because of the physics, but you can absolutely do this kind of thing. And I think I was talking to Philip about this yesterday, Philip, who designs the products, running the show for us behind the scenes today. Thank you to you, Philip, and to our editor, Phil, who's working on the show as well. But I think in practice, a lot of the time, folks will do this day to day, and then they'll have one or two passports or three passports kind of always ready to go here. So you just grab it when you need it. But the other thing that's fantastic about this is you're going to know where your phone is because it's on your charger, which means that the passport itself is going to be there. So you go, I've got a busy day today. I'll take my passport with me as well. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It seems like such a small, obvious thing, but I think it completely changes the way that you charge. We've been trying to persuade everybody that wireless charging is better than a wire, and now I think wireless charging of all of your devices, including the power bank, is it as well. So now I've actually promised you 3 world firsts today. I've got 2 for this product. The second one is pretty amazing. And this is the one that I said is 10 years in the making. And it comes from our partnership with Iontra. Those of you who've been with us for a while met them in one of our presentations a few months ago. We love these guys. We've been working closely with them. And we're now ready to introduce Iontra into the first of our products. It's also the first in the world. And if you look closely at this, if you look closely at the ring here on the front, all right, the ring, which I told you is actively for the wireless power in. On the top half, it says in, so you know which side is which. Wireless power in. And look, in the bottom half, it says Iontra extended life. Okay, and this is going to mean up to. It's going to depend on your use, but up to 3 times the number of cycles. So a cycle, right, is a charge and a discharge, right? So it's kind of a day. Like if you think about a busy day with your charger, you charge it for the beginning of the day, then you discharge it during the day. So that's one cycle. So you're going to get up to 3 times the number of uses, the number of days with the product. That's a lot. So how is this all done? Well, all batteries suffer from something called degradation. It's a loss of the battery capacity over the life of the battery. And it's pretty much kind of irreversible. If you draw a graph of it, it looks like this. When the thing is new, it has 100% capacity, a bit like a new car. When you drive it off the lot, you lose money kind of quickly at the beginning. All batteries lose kind of quite a lot right at the beginning. Then it levels out for a while, and then it goes down, and you get however many cycles you get. And then it starts to drop off very quickly. So how is this actually achieved? Well, what Iontra does is there's this part of the part of all of these products called the power management system. It's on a chip, and it manages when you're charging and discharging. It's managing the different levels of power, because when you plug a cable in, there's like, in the old days, you just join two things together and it would work. But nowadays, of course, there's chips controlling what's the voltage we're operating at, how fast is the power flowing in and out. But the thing is that most, if we bring a graph up of it, most existing products have this very kind of basic power management, and they kind of jam the power in and out and in and out. And what Iontra have developed, it sounds simple, but it's taken, literally teams, dozens of PhD folks, years to get this thing right. But by changing the algorithm, by smoothing, as it were, the way that the power goes in and out, it's much less rough on the it's much kinder to the chemistry of the battery. And so you wind up with, essentially, this is kind of a visualization, but you wind up with a charging process that looks much more like this. Now you think about it, if you were sitting on a chair that was bouncing up and down, you want to be on the one that's jerking up and down or the one that's undulating up and down. It's going to be much more comfortable and do much less damage to your backside, to your spine, right? And that's essentially what's happening with Iontra's technology. It's like having and literally you're moving through the gears, right? As charging happens, we're moving through the kind of the charging gears of the gearbox. Mm-hmm. So the question is, would you rather have, the GOAT? Would you rather have 7-time Formula One world champion Sir Lewis Hamilton finessing your Ferrari gearbox, or Mr. Bean? Right? For real. Today, we all have Mr. Bean running the gearbox of our Ferrari Chargers, and you get to switch to having Lewis driving it for you. And look, it makes a big difference. So let's run this video, guys. On the left, without the technology. On the right, with the technology. Okay. And just look at the difference that it makes. This is over time as we cycle, more and more cycles going, so more charges and discharges happening. And on the left, you can just see this buildup that comes from the kind of the rough handling from Mr. Bean. All right. And that's the difference over on the right. So it's no wonder we get this very, very significant improvement in life. And what happens is that this graph becomes more like this. All right. Mm. Certainly up to 3 times the number of cycles. So this is a profound difference in the quality of the product. This technology, I know it sounds kind of amazing. It's been independently verified in 4 places. NREL, the National Renewable Energy Lab, is part of the U.S. Federal Department of Energy. I think that they actually just I think the Trump administration just changed their name again recently, but they're known, they're best known as the National Renewable Energy Lab. UL Solutions. Half the electrical products in your house, Bailey, you go around your house and you get the things that plug into the wall. Half of them have got the UL logo on them. I promise you. Okay, they're one of the 2 or 3. They're the biggest of the labs that certify things as being safe. Right? They're a century old, and they have looked at this technology and certified it as well. The University of Michigan have checked it out in their labs, and a company that probably haven't heard of called Novonix, but these guys are just one of the kind of superstars in advanced lithium-ion technology. They have also checked it out. So the technology is real. It makes a real difference, and it makes this one of the greenest power banks ever designed. All right, the thing is there's nothing greener, right, than products that last long, and it's just as well. We're now up to globally. We're now up to 70 million tons a year of electronic waste, e-waste. Okay. You buy stuff and throw it away after 6 months. It's just ridiculous. Oh. So I think most of us in the West aren't going to give up these comforts. I'm, sorry, not quite ready to yet, but let's just buy decent stuff that lasts. And there's nothing greener. So the ultimate in sustainability is something that's built to last. Plus, of course, we're going to carry on doing a tree for every unit, over 650,000 at the moment, as you know. The other thing about Iontra is that it increases the safety profile significantly as well. We've, of course, got overcharge protection. over discharge protection, over current protection, short circuit protection, over discharge voltage protection, and over temperature protection. That's an important one. You know, you leave it in the car or whatever, it's in your pocket on a hot day. So turning off the circuits when things get too hot is an important safety thing as well. And this product is essentially compatible with absolutely everything that is around today. All right, we use the global wireless magnetic charging standard, so it goes onto all the phones. There's an old iPhone in a case, right? And here's there's a Galaxy in its case. All right. You do just need a case, though. All right. If you've got a recent iPhone, don't go putting a case that doesn't have. You don't have to see the ring. A lot of the rings are covered up, but it does need to have the magnetic ring inside of it. And a lot of Android phones don't have the magnets built into the phone, but you just add them by putting a clear cut. Get a clear cut case.
Yes.
It only works with clear cut cases, people.
Yes. Add a clear cut case.
All right. So as always, we're trying to deliver you incredible value. That's what you're going to get. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. Let's just do a quick comparison with a competitor that's sort of competing kind of in the same price range as us. We're a few bucks more than this. Okay. But it's a nice looking competitor. Snaps on the back of your phone. They're going out at just about $85, and it's nice. You buy it online today, and they get great reviews, by the way. Let's compare the technical specifications. Well, first of all, the battery. Well, needless to say, they're at 5,000 milliamp hours. We're at 5,500. That's 10% more. It's going to last 10% longer. And actually, I think with Iontra inside, we're able to squeeze a little bit more out of each battery as well. So I think the overall profile is going to be more than 10%. But I'm not making a specific promise about that yet. What about getting USB-C power in and out? That's when you actually plug in, right? So we're getting power in via USB-C or out via USB-C. They are at 20 watts and we're at 30. All right. Wireless magnetic charging out. This is going to be where you snap it onto the back of your phone. Okay. Well, the new standard is 25 watts. They're only at 15. But of course, we are at the 25. Not all phones support 25. It's the new, better standard, but the best recent ones do. And all, of course, of the new ones that are coming out now will be supporting that standard. All right.
I want to make sure that you make the point that even if your phone doesn't take 25 watts, you can still use.
Oh, yes. Of course. Yeah. So these are, thank you, Kate. That's important. So these are maximums, right? The system will make sure that you take the maximum that's safe for you. So if your phone supports 15, you're still fine with one of ours, 25 watts, and it's going to last such a long time that phone is going to be gone, and you're going to have your 25 watt phone. Your Passport is still going to be in business because it's got Iontra inside, lengthening the life of the battery. Yeah. Okay. What about wireless charging in? Well, of course, they don't have it at all. So that's a big fat no. And we have it. Yes. Right. A nice charge. As I say, normally you're going to leave this on your nightstand in your kitchen or whatever and have it always ready to go. If you need to charge a super fast, plug in the cable, but it's still almost half as fast when you charge it wirelessly. So it's really fantastic. So that's wireless in, and of course, Iontra extended life. No one else has this, but we do. Okay. All right, coming up in just a second, I've got one more thing for you, one more treat. Passport really builds out the system for your phone, but I've got a little something coming up in just a second. But before that, the whole team has pulled together on this. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Bailey, for all of your work on this. We've put together a little film about Passport. And if we may, we would like to show it to you now, please.
Never run out of battery.
Stay charged anywhere.
Always have power when you need it.
Yeah, right. Every power bank ever made promises the same damn thing, but they all left out one stupid important detail. You actually have to remember to charge your power bank, put power in it before you can take it out. And you have to remember to take it with you. But you're human, so often you just don't. That means you're all out of juice at the most critical moment of the day. No power, no good. So what if, and bear with me here, your power bank kind of charged itself? You want to check this out. Introducing Passport. Just look at this thing. It's the all-new snap-on power bank from MAGFAST with 2 world-class features that no one else can touch. First, Passports are the world's only power banks with wireless magnetic charging both out and in. Whoa, stop. Let me repeat. It's the world's first with simple, easy wireless magnetic charging out to your phone and in from a wireless charging stand like this. It's so simple, frankly, so obvious, but it completely transforms the way you charge. Here, you see this ring? It marks your wireless power receiving port. You'll just place your Passports on any wireless magnetic charger like MAGFAST Air Pro or Shure, one of our lightweight competitors, and it just charges up. No cables, no fuss, and no forgetting to plug it in. Passports just sit on your charging stand, always fully charged, always ready to go. You'll even put your phone on Passport on your stand, and the power passes through from port to port. Passport. Ding! Then when it's time to go, just grab them together if it's a busy day. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify, Netflix, maps, video calls, texts, gaming. You know what these days are like. You remember actual phone calls? Even, Alexa, you're a really clever AI, aren't you?
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
Okay, and then at the end of the day, your phone and Passport just snap or even stack to charge. It just works. So Passport gets power in like everyone else via USB-C cable, and unlike everyone else, via wireless magnetic charging. Plus super fast power delivery out via USB-C wire or the industry's fastest 25-watt wireless magnetic charging, boom, right on your phone like this. No other product has modular stackable power like this, and no other has Passport's second world first. Listen, over time, all rechargeable batteries lose their capacity because current charging tech just jams power in and out over and over and causes, look, this really nasty microscopic buildup to the battery's internal chemistry. Passport uses next generation charging tech from Iontra, 10 years in the making, piles of patents, that's way kinder to the chemistry. See? That buildup just doesn't build up. So your batteries last up to 3 times longer, making MAGFAST Passports among the greenest power banks ever designed. So just gorgeous looks, aircraft grade aluminum frame, unique fingerprint, service and security, gorgeous clear color screen, plus 10% more capacity than virtually all the competition, up to 3 times the battery life, and the only snap-on power bank in the world you can also snap on to charge like this. So the question is, where will you go with your Passports? We think everywhere. Only MAGFAST gets you charged up fast like this. So check out your Passports now. All right, so what do you think, Kate? What do you think, Bailey? Pretty good, huh?
So good.
Yeah, so good. Everyone did a really, really great job on that.
Including you guys. We couldn't have done it without you. So we're so proud of this product. MAGFAST Passport. You're gonna love these things. You're gonna want them everywhere. You want all your friends to have them as well. Stackable, beautiful. Remember, Iontra inside, so this one will last 2 to 3 times as many cycles as a regular power bank. 10% more power, beautiful aluminum frame. It just feels fantastic in your hand. Super cool to the touch, super comfortable to carry around all day. That lovely silicone surface there that's nice and grippy, so it doesn't rotate. It stays nice and stiff on the back of your phone. Mm-hmm. This is a really, really special product you're going to want to use every day. So the question is, where are you going to go with your Passport? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
I think you're going to want to go everywhere. All right. We promised you one more thing. And I said at the beginning, today's for you today, if you, what did I say? If you have a phone or a watch or you breathe or something like that, I said. So, but so this is for folks who have a watch. Do you have one? It's an extraordinary number of people do now. It's 1 in 3 working adults. That's like a lot of the working population. Over half of young adults have one. There's now over 1 billion smartwatches out there. hundreds of millions of users. Some people obviously on their second or third one or whatever. So it's a huge market. And if you're one of them, you know that the charging situation isn't ideal. If you don't have one yet, they're fantastic. I've had one for years now. Great for health and fitness, for quick messaging, music, maps, heart and sleep monitoring, weather alarms, wallet, plus a whole load more. When it comes to charging, however, they don't fit the regular wireless magnetic charging coils like this, because they're simply too big. Let me just take my watch off here. I'll show you. Here's I've got two watches. I've got a sample one and I've got mine here. Here's one of the charging discs, and you can see that they're not the correct size. The coils simply don't line up. So they have to have a smaller coil like this. And having a coil on the end of a cable for your watch just isn't that great. They work, but it's never that nice on your desk, by your bed, and that kind of thing, which means that the industry's come up and made a whole load of things like this, which is fine. I guess they work, but they just don't look that great. And we think that you deserve a way, way, way more delightful way to charge your smartwatch. So we've built it, and here it is. This is MAGFAST Time Pro.
Yay!
Oh my
the
gosh.
beautiful new way to charge your smartwatch. Okay, now Time Pro is going to come. Sorry?
I was just saying it is so beautiful. You're right.
It's pretty great. It's going to come in two versions, all right? One for Apple Watch and one for Samsung Galaxy. Together, they're the vast majority of the market, and we will add others in time if the demand is there. But we're going to cover most of the market now with these two. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Oh, it just so happens I have one right here. I don't know how well you can see it on this camera, but the thing is absolutely beautiful, and it just works so beautifully, so neatly. You just pop your watch. I haven't got power into this at the moment. You pop your watch straight onto it like that. It takes all sizes of the relevant watches. I have the larger Apple Watch here. This is the kind of clunky size one. As you see, it's designed to fit all of them. Two different versions also for Samsung, not a Samsung user myself. And you're going to want to use this thing everywhere. Yes, beside your bed, absolutely perfect. In the kitchen, perfect. On your desk, absolutely ideal. And our research shows that a lot of people, I'm not one of them, which is why I'm laughing and surprised, but a lot of people charge while they're in the shower. Which kind of makes sense, because these things actually charge pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. You don't need a lot of charging every day. So, and oftentimes, you remember I mentioned just now, you could do heart and sleep monitoring. So a lot of people keep it on for sleep.
Right.
Right. Well, then you got to charge it sometime or other. So they'll charge it maybe while they're in the shower. Breakfast routine, that kind of thing. All right. Now, so how do we get power into it? Well, like our competitive colleagues, just get a USB-C cable, and you're going to plug it right in the back like this. Super simple. Or, unlike anybody else, and that brings us to our third world first of the day, right? MAGFAST Time Pro is the world's first watch charger that's going to charge wirelessly with wireless magnetic charging. You're just going to pop it onto any wireless magnetic charger. Yes, you can even put it onto a cheesy competitive one like this and walk around like this, right? Or you can put it onto to any of the docks here on Air Pro. You can put it there, but yeah, you can put it on any of the ports, including the one around the back, which is this is how I'm using it in testing, right? I'm putting it around the back there, putting my earpads, my earpods on there.
Earpads.
And my phone up there, or phone sideways like that. And of course, because of pass-through, you can do this kind of thing. Look, you could even do this. And you know what? We'll leave that on there and do this. So you're seeing how this thing is now working as a system where you snap everything together exactly the way that you want. Yeah?
Yes.
Pretty great.
Thing.
So Time Pro, just like Passport, Time Pro can snap to charge with magnetic wireless charging in. And you could even do this kind of thing if you're traveling and you need to get a bit of extra power into your watch. You can just put it on there and throw it on like that. So we just love this. Everything snaps together perfectly. Time Pro, snap to charge with wireless magnetic charging in, unlike any of our competitors. Isn't that beautiful? Designed to match, looks absolutely gorgeous. So what else to say about it? I've shown you a bunch of different scenarios. It's really pretty cool. Let's just run the animations once again so people can see close up how the thing looks. It really, I mean, Time Pro it's a very simple product. Like I can't do you 25 slides about it because it's just beautiful and simple. You put your watch on it. You put a wire in the back, or you just stick it straight onto a wireless.
And I love that it like looks absolutely beautiful on Air Pro, but then you can use it, you know, with a cable or on your passport, or it's just so cool. I'm so excited.
And the other thing is that because it's magnetic on the bottom, it'll kind of attach to your refrigerator and things like that.
Oh, that's super cool.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah. Okay. So, so let's think about this. So if you have a smartwatch, you're going to want one. If you have a smartwatch, you're going to want several of these kind of in different places around the house, because I think this like little bit of charging here, a little bit of charging there. As soon as you get into wireless charging, it's not one kind of make or break charging session. It's kind of like, sit down at my desk, charge my phone for a bit, charge my watch a bit low, charge it for a couple of minutes. There's much more of this. You want the charging wherever you are. So this is why we do. Apart from the fact that it's good business practice, this is one of the reasons that we do these multi-packs. So if anyone you know, and you do know people with a smartwatch, you're going to want to get these. And I think we're going to do a pack of them in a minute, and you'll be able to mix and match for Apple and Samsung. So now you really can see the full system. Your phone charging on Air Pro, your watch charging on Time Pro, Database Pro snapped on the bottom, providing all those extra ports, Passport ready to go when you need it. Everything in one beautiful charging station, or completely separately. That's the beauty of these things, is that they're best in class individually. Individually, each of these is designed to be better than any of its competitors. You bring them together, and no one else can touch it. They all have a fingerprint for service and security. They all fall under our lifetime warranty. Batteries have a slightly different handling, but trust me, as long as you have this product, we're with you. So two amazing new breakthrough products today. Both of them beautiful, both of them with industry-leading specifications, both the world's first in their categories with wireless magnetic charging in, wireless magnetic charging in, wireless charging in. First in their categories, and you never go back once you've used this, I promise you. And Passport, of course, is also the first in the world with Iontra extended life, giving you up to 2 or 3 times as many cycles. So I don't know about you, Bailey. I don't know what you're thinking, Kate. I feel like at this stage it would be rude not to make some special offers for the good people who've come here.
Very rude.
What do you think? Yeah. Should we do that, or should we, or not?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we should be nice. We should definitely do it.
It's going to have to be special, though. I mean, people have been here for a while. They've been very loyal. It can't just be some rinky-dink, little 10% discount. Let's think. So what are we going to do? Okay, so we're going to do some great offers. By the way, if you've got MagBucks, you want to click through. It gets even better. You're going to be very, very pleased if you have MagBucks. Just remember, we're doing multiples here. These things are perfect for gifting. If you, for yourself, your family, you're going to want a bunch of these. They're well priced. Anybody who goes to the store and pays full price with no bundles, no discounts, no MagBucks, no nothing, is going to get great value. That's our starting point. And then we do the bundles, and we have the various other things for folks who are so loyal to us to, we think there's a win-win in there. Let's just put it like that. So perfect for gifting. So think about who else you think would enjoy this. And remember, these things are only from MagFast. This is a pre-order only from MagFast. You cannot get these anyplace else. Completely exclusive to us, to magfast.com. And so eventually, when there's, huge numbers out in the world, maybe you'll see them in retail, maybe you see them on some other websites, but not in this way. Right now, it's completely exclusive to MAGFAST. You're just not going to see them anywhere else. During checkout, we're going to have these bundles. We'll tell you about in just a second. But also, if you're missing one or two items, you can add those individually. So if you want to add an Air Pro, you want to add a Database Pro. That's why I showed them to you quickly earlier on. Power Brick Pro, Lux Pro, ClearCut Case, they're all there, and you can add those individually on top of the bundles. We're still going to do a tree for every unit, as I told you, over 650,000 so far. What is it now? I forget that. I forget. It's like 30 times the number of trees in Central Park.
And counting. We do more trees all the time.
So just remember, price is what you pay, value is what you get. But the value is going to be absolutely off the charts if you choose to jump in now. Oh, and one more thing that I think you're going to value, all right, is that if you place a pre-order today, you will be getting. Can we run the film on this? You're going to be getting these limited edition, founders edition versions of the products. Just look at this. Mm-hmm. All right. We've done this for previous products. The first people in get the founders edition. All right. Only a fraction of those made, we intend, will be founders edition.
And so if you're one of the people that got the Air Pro Founders Edition and the Database Pro Founders Edition, you're gonna want to get Passport Founders Edition, because then you have the whole set. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Packaging looks like this. This is one of the additions there. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So Founders Edition only for folks who jump in on the pre-order. All right. So let's go through through these offers. I think they're pretty great. As I said, you're going to want multiple passports. Okay. So only during this offer. Right. If you want to do this, please do it. Please do it right away. Order 2 passports, get 1 for free. Okay. Order 2, get 1 for free. That'll make it. It'll make it less than that other one I showed you that we're so much better than. Yeah. Yeah. Two get 1 free. $99 value. Also. If you don't yet have or you want another Air Pro set. So what's that consist of? All right, well, that consists of Power Brick Pro. Let me get it all out here. So Power Brick Pro, okay, and Air Pro. And do I have the black one here? Don't have the black one, but you're going to get a beautiful Lux Pro cable to join them together. Okay, that's the complete set. If you purchase a complete set now, okay, then you'll get 2 passports and a case,
which is so great. That's such a great offer. Mm-hmm.
So let's think about that for a second. So you're going to buy this beautiful thing that you probably want anyway. If you didn't before, then you're going to want it by now. And with it, you will get 2 passports like this. Okay. To go with it. So the amazing new thing we've introduced today will be your gift. 2 of them will be your gift if you get an complete Air Pro set under this offer, and we'll give you your choice of. I'm sorry.
Just and a ClearCut case, which is, just the 2 passports by itself would make me want to buy this, but you also get a ClearCut case. Yeah. So.
And then you get a ClearCut case, and if you need to pick, like if you've got several family members and you need to pick up some more cases, they'll also be during checkout. You can add some more of those, but we'll include one as a gift. And then we wanted internally we've been calling this the kind of the Janice special. Remember Janice I mentioned earlier on?
The Jan pack.
So this is the Jan pack. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, madam. All right, and this is the best value. I appreciate this isn't for everyone because it's a few extra dollars, but if you get 3 Pro sets, okay, so now we are kind of into Jan territory of maybe buying them and giving them to other people, setting up people in their offices and that kind of thing, or maybe you're new to us and you're getting them for your own home. But if you buy 3 Pro sets, so that's 3 Air Pros, all right, 3 Power Brick Pros. Desk is getting a bit messy. Here we go. 3 Power Brick Pros, the super 140 watt, fantastic Power Brick, real workhorse, and a Lux Pro cable with all that power and all that data to bring it all together. If you buy 3 of those sets, okay, listen to this. We will give you. I haven't even got 3 passports yet. Okay, you're going to get 3 passports and 3 databases. What?
Oh my God.
3 databases. and 3 clear-cut cases. Okay, that lot together in that one, the gifts are a $981 value. This is, can we just, I mean, we've committed to it now, but we're pulling this as soon as this offer is over because it's too good. Yeah. All right, the margins on this won't be good enough. But we love you. So for now, we're going to do, you buy three Pro sets and you get 3 passports, 3 databases, 3 cases included. Okay. So that's the Jan pack.
That's crazy. I think I know which one Janice is going to get.
open to all comers.
Yes.
All right. And also I should just mention our little guy here, because not everyone has a watch. We're not including Time Pro in any of the packs because we didn't want to have a pack where people say, but we will do buy 2, get 1 free on Time Pro as well. This thing is beautiful, and as I say, if you charge your watch, I think you'll probably use 3 of them, kind of spread around the house. You know, 1 by the bed, 1 at your desk, and as we have learned, 1 in the bathroom.
1 in the bathroom.
Well, okay. 1 now. I want to use 1 as a magnet on my fridge since you mentioned it.
as a fridge magnet. Yeah. All right. Okay, now we're going to do one more fun thing, which you'll see when you get to the checkout, which is dollar dependent. We've got some gifts, some additional. I don't know why this is crazy. We're going to do some additional gift for today. We're going to do some additional gifts depending on the value of your cart. This is like actual dollars in the cart. So if you're using MagBucks, those won't count towards it, but actual kind of new dollars in the cart. So, and you're going to love the 7s. 7's a magic number today. So $97 or more, free shipping for everything. Okay. You're going to be at that level anyway. At $247 or more, we will give you a Lux Pro cable. This thing is absolutely beautiful. You can choose your own color. All right, these things are going to be exquisite. Let's say they're on their way and finally shipping now. Okay, so that's pretty nice. That's a $49.
And how many? We have 7 colors to choose from. 6 colors.
6 black, white, and the 4
rainbows. Yep.
The 4 Luxora Borealis colors. All right. So $247. You get a beautiful Lux cable. All right. In addition to free shipping. $397, okay? $397. Add a Power Brick Pro to your load, but that's add. So you're going to get free shipping.
Cumulative.
It's cumulative. And the Power Brick Pro, pretty great, right? Okay. $547 Database Pro. What? Okay, so now you've got Database Pro and Power Brick Pro and Lux Pro and free shipping. Philip, are you sure you did the math correctly on all of this?
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're committed now. And if you place an order at $997 or more, we will add an Air Pro as well into that. So if you're up at kind of Jan pack level, the deal is really it's great value whatever you decide to do.
So it's an entire set for free, essentially. If you get up to
listen, by the way, if today isn't the right day for you to jump in and do this, we get that as well. Okay, we love all of our fans, we love all of our customers, we love all of our investors. If today isn't the day for you to jump in, we get it. But if you can, whatever level is right, feels comfortable for you, we would love to. We'd love to have you do that. All right, so super simple. There should be a button by now somewhere below the video. Just click, choose which of the deals that you would like. Add any other products that you want during checkout. Remember, all of this stuff is perfect for gifting. All of it comes in absolutely gorgeous packaging. This is database. Whoever got a hub in a box this beautiful? It's insane.
Yeah.
Add any other products you want, and make sure to complete your checkout. The link is live. Don't wait. don't know how soon they're going to run out on the limited edition Founders Edition. And as I said, if you've got MagBucks, you want to go through and take a look because it kind of gets even better for some of our old customers there who've got MagBucks. At checkout, this is the Shopify checkout. It's the after Amazon, it's the second biggest checkout. Is it in the world? Certainly in North America. Super secure. You can use Shop Pay. Apple Pay, use Google Pay. You can now use Amazon Pay in there as well. And there's also, if you want to do one of the kind of multi-packs, you want to do the Jan pack up at that level. We also have Shop Pay in there where you can do sometimes up to 6 months interest free. They have different deals. I think they have a way of from your phone number doing a kind of a check. So they make the offers in real time, but basically you can get one of the top level things and spread the payments if you would like to do that. Ooh, okay. Well, that was a lot of fun. Took a wee while, but I think it was worth it, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic.
Definitely.
Yes, that was awesome.
A little more business to do before we gave away. Oh, by the way, now you're going to want to win the new smartphone. You're going to want to win the watch because guess what? We've got the perfect chargers for them. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So what have we got, folks? 2 prize winners. Second prize is going to be a choice of smartwatch. So either what is it, Kate? Take us through it.
So our winner for a brand new smartwatch is Bill G from Gravenhurst, Ontario, Canada. Congratulations, Bill.
From Gravenhurst.
Yay!
All right. Congratulations, Bill. That's fantastic. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Just saying. Not possible.
I'm sure, but that's super exciting, Bill. We'll get in touch and we'll figure out which smartwatch you want.
We'll be in touch and sort that out. And our first brand, thank you by the way for joining in, for registering and becoming eligible for this. Our smartphone, you're going to get to choose. You want the Samsung, you want the Apple. Our smartphone winner is
drumroll is Kevin K from Illinois.
Woo!
Kevin K.
Illinois.
KK. Good initials.
Very exciting.
Good initials, Kate Kennard. You sure you didn't have you weren't leaning on the yeah.
No,
all right.
No. Congrats, Kevin. Yay.
So well done, Kevin. We'll be in touch with you as well. And you'll be getting a new phone. So very, 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 very soon indeed. Yeah. Terrific. That is just about it. I just want to remind you to send in your questions. Any questions you've got, stick them in down below. That's the best place to get them into our Q&A session that we'll do in a few days. But we will gather them up from there. What else? So send in the Q&A. Should we just go through? Let's just quickly go through the offers again. Okay. Kate, why don't you take us through because you'll add a little extra je ne sais quoi to the procedure.
I don't know if that's true, but okay. Okay, so if you buy 2 passports, you will get an entire passport for free, which is amazing because then you have one for each of your wireless ports on your Air Pro, which I'm assuming that you have or you will buy.
Then Air Pro set, get an Air Pro set and
you get 2 passports and a clear-cut case for free.
By that point, you're kind of moving up through the additional gifts thing as well. But I just want to say thank you to Philip and Webarv. I'm not sure if you've heard Webarv's name before. He's our lead checkout tech behind the scenes. You're going to get a really nice indicator of where you are and do you need to add a couple more bucks to get the next gift and that kind of thing. All right. So say it again. Buy an Air Pro set and get
2 passports and a clear-cut case for free.
As our gift to you. As this is a pre-order, it'll be a little while before they come. But my God, you can see these things are just going to be incredible. All right, and then our biggest jetpack is what is it? 3, right?
Yes, 3 Air Pro sets. So you get an Air Pro, Power Pro, Lux Pro, 3 of those, and then you get 3 passports, 3 databases, and 3 clear-cut cases completely free, which is a $981 value. Insane! I can't believe we're even doing that. Honestly,
no, we can't. No, we're certainly not doing it again.
Yes.
All right. And Time Pro. Here it is. So Time Pro. Order 2, and we will give you a third one as our gift. Isn't this fantastic? I'm so proud of. I'm just so proud of the way this system has come together. I can't wait for you to be. I mean, many folks have got the existing system. You're going to be ordering this as well. You're just gonna love it. And very quickly, $97 gets you free shipping, right? $247, you get to add what?
Lux Pro.
Yep, free Lux Pro.
Lux Pro cable. All right. Spending $397 new dollars, you get to add
Power Brick Pro.
Beautiful. Woo! $547, and we're up to a
Database Pro.
And these are additive. So at $547, you get Database Pro and Power. All right. And at $997, you get to add
Air Pro.
Yay! The whole set.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're getting the whole set free at that level. All right. That's it. Please click the link below if this feels right to you. If you've got MagBucks, please go through and check it out, because if you do a dollar calculation, it's even better. But the value is there, as I say, our goal is that someone who's never heard of MagFast, hears us recommended, pays full price, is thrilled. Right? That's the goal. So if you're doing better than full price, we hope you'll be even more so. All right. So press the button. Remember to add Air Pro. Add whatever you want. But add Time Pro. Add Time Pro if you have a smartwatch. Check out everything you want. The link is live now. Again, I'm not sure what the quantities will be like, especially seeing as we're doing. Can we bring the animation up again, please? Founders Edition on all of these. So we better wrap this up, guys. Let's recap it. We've got thousands of MagFast products in our shipping. I think, what was the total number? 80,000 and change.
Something, yeah.
total throughout. I don't have the exact number in customers' hands now, but like thousands and thousands more every single day. We're committed to delivering delightful stuff. We're getting better at delivering faster. All right. It's still not as fast as we want. It's the fastest it's ever been, and it's getting faster. And we have some moves, I think, coming in the next couple of months that are going to take us to the next level. And then these two products, Passport, okay, 2 world firsts in Passport, 2 world firsts. The first ever to allow something that seems so basic, which is wireless power in, wireless magnetic charging in. So much easier, so much simpler. Oh, where's the cable? Oh, do you mind if who's taking my cable? Right. Wireless charging in, world first, and Iontra inside this wicked smart.
And nobody else has it except for us.
As you all know, I think I'm pretty smart. I sit with those people. I mean, they really are. They're some of the nicest people you've ever met. Some of the smartest ever at Iontra. So this sort of simple technology of changing gears more smoothly has taken years and years to develop. 2 to 3 times the number of cycles from Passport, and then this little guy, Time Pro, couldn't be more proud. So that's it. Click on the link. We've given away our prize winner. You guys have been fantastic. Kate, Bailey, thank you so much. By the way, isn't Bailey doing great? She only joined us a few months ago.
Yes. Hi, Bailey.
It's like she's been here for years. Fantastic. And thank you so much. Thanks to everyone working behind the scenes. Of course, our customer care folks, you're incredible. Thank you to my amazing wife, Amy, without whom none of this would be possible, and without whom I would be looking even older than I do right now, because she gets me ready for these things. And our extended family, our extended team, and of course to you for joining us for this. You're fantastic. Thank you so much. Go click on the button and see if this is right for you and whether or not it is. Thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate you.
Bye, guys.
Bye now. Bye now.